Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome to this week's edition of High School Game Day, represented by McAfee and McAfee Attorneys at Law. We just had a really energetic, exciting JV game. And Matthew Palazzo, who you're going to hear on the call later, he said it perfectly. You know it's going to be exciting when the student sections are going a little bit nuts here in the JV game. And there are a lot of people inside of Chuggy High School's gymnasium tonight. In fact, I believe that capacity is just a little over 1,800 people, and I would imagine that by probably the time that the boys' game starts, we're going to be pushing that number. If you counted everyone in the building, including players, cheerleaders, staff, people who are not sitting in a seat, because right now, 6:15 with 15 minutes to go before the first tip of the girls' game, we're probably at 75-80% capacity. And again, that's just looking out at the other side and seeing what it was coming in here. It's going to be a wild night here at Chuggy High School in Lower Afton. We've got a game that is a little bit of a revenge game for the boys, and we talked about it in the game at South Green between these two schools. The girls' game, really it's a toss-up. In the Ladies Classic, it's a game, man, it was Chucky Doak the whole way. South Green comes up with a victory. In the game at South Green, somehow, some way, it was just totally different, like a totally different team. South Green Lady Rebels come out and just dominate really from the beginning. And I say dominate, but what I don't mean is that they didn't come out and just run the table and beat them by 30, 40 points. What I mean is that there was never a time in which Chucky Doak was really far behind or was way ahead like they were in the Ladies Classic game. So that game in and of itself is going to be exciting because this game here at Chuggy Doak, obviously you would imagine you're going to have more Chuggy Doak fans in attendance than you would South Green. But that's the great thing about county rivalry games is that, especially Chuggy Doak South Green, the 107 cutoff really connects these two schools, and it's not that far of a drive. So you're going to have about as equal representation of fans as you can get. And the clock has now started 15 minutes ticking as the Lady Rebels have come on the floor here tonight for this game. Again, this is a game where if the Lady Rebels come out, and we said it before the game at South Green, if the Lady Rebels come out, they don't hurt themselves, shoot themselves in the foot, and can stay out front, can score early and not get behind, it's a game where I feel like the Lady Rebels have the advantage. However, if that's not the case, and they allow this Chucky Doak team to hang around, this is a team who, yes, they were upset in this gym a week ago Monday by the West Green Lady Buffaloes, but this is a Chucky Doak team that is upset-minded, has a home crowd that is going to be raucous tonight, and it's a game that could absolutely go the way of the Lady Black Knights. So if you're South Green, the key to this game is to score early, score often, don't turn the basketball over. And that's probably going to be the key to the game to most teams and most games. However, but tonight's game for Chucky Doak, you have to score, and you have to score a lot. You have to take, when you drive it to the basket, you can't miss wide open layups. You have to cut down on the turnovers. Sanaa Atchison has to stay out of foul trouble. They need her to be in the game, to be able to handle the ball, to have that ball handler presence, and to get the ball up and down the floor. Your other girls, they have to be able to score. You have to have role players that step up tonight and say, we're going to score the basketball, because this is a South Green Lady Rebels team who, they're not a prolific scoring team, but they're going to put up 40 or 50, even 60 points or more. And so you have to be able to come out. You have to play good defense. You can't give them extra opportunities at all. And you absolutely have to be able to take advantage whenever you are able to work your way inside the paint. And you have to win the boards. No way around it. If you're Chucky Doak and probably even South Green, if you are playing in this game tonight and you can't control the rebound score, you're going to have a tough time winning. Because this is a game for Chucky Doak that if you're, at 5, 10, 15 offensive rebounds and giving your team those second chances, you're going to be able to score more points and you're going to be able to keep pace with South Green. For South Green, you're a team that likes, you can get inside and do your damage, but you have to be able to rely on that a little bit more tonight instead of just standing outside shooting the three-pointer. Haley Brooks is going to be key. She likes to drive it to the basketball goal, and that opens up some opportunities to hand it off, kick it out, and make shots. It's going to be an exciting game, and here in about 12 minutes we're going to have that game. When we come back, we'll talk about the boys' game here in it's going to be about an hour and a half away, but it's an exciting game, probably the most anticipated high school basketball game of the season. And it's definitely going to be one of those that has the potential to be a barn burner, but also could be surprising because both of these teams have the ability to take over the boys. We'll talk about the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Korner Pawn can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Korner Pawn is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Korner Pawn help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommie's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommie's difference. Welcome back to Chuckett-Oak High School in this week's edition of High School Game Day, represented by McAfee and McAfee Attorneys at Law. As we're already having, I just want to remind you that we have terrible service inside of Chuckett-Oak High School. So at times tonight, the quality could be an issue. And sometimes if you were to message us and say, hey, why is this lagging? Why is there skipping and everything? We may tell you, well, it could be your internet connection. But tonight, it's very possible that it's ours. Just inside of this gym is a very difficult place. There's a lot going on. There's more people here tonight as well. So we're going to stay attuned to that, and hopefully we can get that figured out, and we'll do everything we can on that point. But in 8.5 minutes, the Lady Rebels, the Lady Black Knights will tip off. And then after that game, South Green, Chuckett-Oak boys rematch from a couple of weeks ago in a game where Chuckett-Oak led by as many as 20 in the third quarter. Just a really heartbreaking and defeating end to that game if you are a Chuckett-Oak fan. It's a game where Christian Derry continued. He was leading all scorers. He was dominating inside the paint, and then they go away from him a little bit in the second quarter and even in the third quarter, and it made it a little bit difficult to keep pace there in the fourth quarter. They fell so far behind. But with that in mind, South Green, it wasn't just like Chuckett-Oak just gave it away. It wasn't like Chuckett-Oak just fell asleep and just snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory. South Green, led by Cooper Kelly, decided to come alive and was potent from behind the three-point line, were the Rebels in the fourth quarter. And that made really all the difference in the world. And so tonight in this game, it's going to look a bit different because since we last saw you, when Chuckett-Oak and South Green last played, since that last meeting, South Green has added a new player in Chandler Gamble. And Chandler is from Halls High School in Knoxville. Was voted preseason one of the top players in the Knoxville area as it pertains to basketball, and he's already come out and made an impact for the Rebels. And so we're going to get to see him as grassroots. We're going to see him for the first time here tonight. It's going to be exciting to see just, what he offers, but not only he, but the rest of these both games. It's not like either game is going to be a decided foregone conclusion. Both the games have the potential to be extremely competitive, extremely close in the end. With about 6 minutes to go before tip-off in the Lady Rebels and the Lady Black Knights, we're going to take an extended break. We're going to stay live, but we're going to take an extended break to try to address the connectivity issues before this game gets going. And then we'll get back, and whenever we come back, Matthew Palazzo from Radio Greenville will carry us through the action tonight. So thank you for joining us here on High School Game Day, represented by McAfee and McAfee Attorneys at Law. And we will be right back. We're going to stay here, but we'll be right back with audio, and we'll get going with these games here in about 6 minutes. Stick with us.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak, but they've won 6 of their last 7 games. Listen, you know the story about this South Green Ladies Rebel team. They lost their star point guard, Emma Cutshaw. Believe she is still out here today unless I do see her out there warming up, but she has an ankle brace. Hoping we have the opportunity to see her play. She hasn't played last couple of weeks, but for her to play here tonight, got to be really something special for her to come back against county rival. Now, their last outing was a 53-20 win over Happy Valley conference game. And then their last 2, they played Chuggadoke 2 times already this year. So Chuggadoke looking for revenge. Mind you, the Lady Knights haven't beaten South Green in over a decade. So looking for their first win since before 2012, before I was in middle school. And against Chuggadoke this year, they beat them in the Ladies Classic back on December 29th, 65-62 in the Ladies Classic on that Saturday. It was a weird game, especially when you factor in the next game that they played. But Taven Sutherland came out. She had like a million three-pointers. Lady Knights had a big lead in that second half, but South Green able to close that gap, come back in the second half. And then the most recent meeting between these two teams, came Saturday, January 20th, just really a week and a half ago, in which South Green came out on fire. They really didn't let go of that lead. They obtained the whole game. They won that one 68-44. Now South Green has to travel to North Green, and then they return home against Crockett next week, but they can't overlook these Knights. In a similar position last year, they came out, upset the heavily favored Hampton Bulldogs, state ranked at the time, mind you, looking for a similar upset here tonight are Coach Donahue and his Lady Knights. Chucky Dope coming into the contest with a record of 8-12, 4-3 in District 1 AA play. Now the game that everybody's kind of scratching their heads about is that game against West Green, the buzzer beater victory for Alyssa Lawson and the Buffaloes. Now the Knights are riding a 2-game winning streak, winning 4 of their last 6, of course, led by head coach Kyle Donahue. Their last outing, that 63-26 revenge game against West Green, in which they took it at West Green. They'll be at home next week against Cherokee and Cosby for senior night. And then they also have Hampton. We'll get into that. The snowpocalypse really jumbled up the schedule, so I'm not really sure when those games are being played, but we know for a fact that they are going to be played. But that will do it for our pregame. Going to take a short break as the national anthem rings out here in Lower Afton. Be back with opening tip and starters right after this as you listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, they are always looking for ways to help their
At
customers.
Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee.
All season, and one of those was to Chucky Dope in this gym. Again, that time last year, Hampton was the undefeated conference team that came in, and they had a record of, it was like 28-1 coming in. Coach Donahue and co delivered the upset in front of a huge crowd. Not as huge as the one on hand here tonight, though. I usually like to use the JV boys game as an indicator of how big a matchup is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this place was packed at halftime of the JV's boys game. Like we said, capacity of 1,800. I'm sure we are either at or far surpassed that. Not sure who's doing the We'll introduce you to them here. Third lineup as they've trotted out here before with a slight wrinkle. And we will bring it to your 5 that we see out there for Chucky Doak, but instead tonight it's Courtney Jones. Usually Coach Donahue wants to go with that a little bit more of a Doak will steal it back, and then they'll get the steal. Doak will steal it back, and then they'll get the steal on the ensuing possession. Courtney Jones, this is a down low to Taven Sutherland for our first point of the night. Up, it's going to be a good one here in Athens. Chucky Doak jumps out to a 2-0 lead over South Green. Also here, elevated courtside. Joined in the studio by game station engineer Dylan Van. Welcome you in. Thank you so much for tuning in and giving us your time here tonight. Ava Clark on the other end for the Rebels, going to get them started with a quick 2 underneath. So we go 2 from Taven Sutherland, and then the next is Clark off the nice assist at the free throw line by Courtney Bailey. Knight turn it over in the fast break. Haley Brooks will miss that one, and Kennedy Brown will come away with the rebound. Here tonight. Haley Brooks unable to connect from a few feet away. Courtney Jones, right wing, she'll dish it off to the short and hasn't been as efficient on the offensive end this year, as Kennedy Brown's going to knock that one out in the South Green backcourt. And another thing we haven't seen a lot this year is Chucky Doak pressuring in the backcourt, especially against South Green. South Green usually the team that loves to do that to opposing teams. But this contest here tonight, Chucky Doak showing coming out in the press. This time, Chucky Doak not able to get it, but they'll get it in the front court. Chucky Doak getting the steal. That's Kennedy Brown on that one. Already a slew of turnovers here between either team. Chucky Doak with a pair of turnovers. South Green having trouble taking care of the basketball as well. Sutherland left elbow. She'll get it down low to Hensley. Short corner, skip pass all the way over to Haley Taylor. Left alone. That one going to fall true from 15 feet out. Haley Taylor with her first points of the basketball game. The 5'8 senior. She and Haley Hensley, alongside of Faith Yoakley and Courtney Jones, 4 seniors in this starting lineup tonight. Or not Faith Yoakley, but Emma Cutshaw will get her night started with a 2 underneath. But besides Faith Yoakley, those 3 that I named are all seniors in this Chucky Doak starting lineup. Taven Sutherland into the front court, looking to find Taylor, but she has to sprawl out for her. Going to get called out of bounds, and the Knights with another turnover off the Emma Cutshaw layup that evens things up at 4 apiece. 2 minutes into this thing, 5:39 left to play in quarter number 1. Things knotted up 4-4. It's been low scoring so far. Good defense both sides. They've turned each other over quite a couple misses to open things up. And Chucky Doak now will have it. Heading left to right are the Black Knights. Left elbow, here's Taylor, finding Hensley wide open down low. Doesn't get much easier of a look for Haley Hensley on that one. She now has 2 buckets in the ball game. Does Haley Taylor, 2 of 3 from the field. Cutshaw going the other way. Chucky Doak leading by 5, 13-8 the score with 2.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Gregg with it, left side, front court. She'll be guarded by Jones. She'll give way to Cutshaw, left side. She'll look to penetrate the paint. Dish it off late to Clark. Clark muscling up down low on that block, and she'll put it up and in from a few feet down. Ava Clark's so good. As we said last contest between these 2 teams as well, just muscling up down low and rising up over defenders. That long and lengthy frame she has, as Brown misses a runner in the lane here. Hensley gets the offensive board. That one gets hit out of her hands and at Taylor's hands. And another foul will be called, this one going against the Rebels. Ariana Hoosie, who will pick up her first personal foul. We'll see the first Faith Yoakley, Bree Lowe in our ball game here tonight. Kennedy Brown and Taven Sutherland will check out for the Black Knights. So Faith Yoakley, another senior, as well as Bree Lowe. They come in, give the Lady Knights some quality minutes. They have all season. Inbound going to Hensley here. She'll stop from a couple feet out. Her jumper going to get the friendly roll, eventually fall in. Haley Hensley and Ava Clark trading blows back and forth. The 2 bigs for each team with 6 and 5 points respectively to this point. Left side, front court, here's Bailey. She'll come across the arc, hand it off to Hosey. Down low to Clark, let her go to work. She'll collapse the zone and kick it out to Cutshaw for a free throw line jumper. That one will fall short. Cutshaw 1 of 3 to open her game. Shooting from the field, that is. Low with it, left side. Picked up by Bailey. She'll swing it over to Jones. Jones with a hot hand to start off our evening. Yoakley now with it, back to Jones. Between the rings, she'll back it out. Cutshaw comes out to guard her. Over to Low. 15-10, Black Knights lead it by 5. And that's what you got to do against these quality opponents like Hampton, like South Green. You got to come out and you got to start fast, because you've seen it multiple times this season. for South Green as we have another foul called here, again going against Ariana Hosey, her team second. But you see it a number of times against South Green. If you let them get a double-digit lead early, that's something that they're accustomed to, and they learn and they know how to take care of that lead, and it's going to be that much more difficult to climb yourself out of that hole. Layla Fox into the ball game, senior for the Lady Knights. Jones, three-pointer from the corner. That one's going to fall out. Her first miss of the night. Also in for the Rebels, we'll see Natalie Foshi. She'll hand it off to Courtney Bailey, who misses the three. Bailey's first shot of the night. Stellar defense by Haley Hensley and this entire Lady Knights roster so far here tonight. All but two starters left with 55 seconds left, but they get a big stop on the defensive end, and they'll have the ball back, leading by 5. 15-10, just under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Jones and Fox walking the ball up. Three-quarters court pressure by the Rebels. Jones across the stripe. Her pass, Aaron, and into the hands of Riley Gregg. It's 2-on run advantage for the Rebels. She'll get it down low to Cutshaw. Chucky Doak's defense not back in time. Ava Clark running the lane well. She now has 7 in the first quarter. She'll cut it to handle those duties. She'll find an open Courtney Bailey cutting, and this one just a bit too strong. Gonna miss it, but do enough to draw the contact into the free throw line. Will Courtney Bailey. This foul going to go against Layla Fox. Fox really good at coming in, providing the Black Knights with some quality minutes on defense, especially. That veteran presence. Actually hasn't played basketball her whole high school career. Only picked that up this year. At the line here, Courtney Bailey making the first. Dove 2 from the field to start. She'll miss the second, and that is how we end our first. At the end of the first quarter, it's Chucky Doak 15, South Green 13. Second quarter of action on your way after this as you listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee.
Greenville. Andrew Johnson Bank, where helping friends is our business. ajbank.com, member FDIC.
Greene County Basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Great way to start our matchups here tonight. Chucky Doak leading South Green 15-13 and a great start for both teams. Chucky Doak shooting 63% from the field to get things going. They'll turn it over, out of the break. Into the front court here is Ava down to Bailey. Three-point jumper by Natalie Foshi gonna fall short. Her first shot of the day. And that will be Courtney Bailey getting the second chance points for the Rebels right there. Sanaya Atchison also into the game for the Knights. And another turnover for them in the front court. Fox pokes a free, but Birdwell will retain possession of it. So 4 straight possessions for Chucky Doak, ending in a turnover. Got to clean that up if they look to take this lead back. Game now tied 15-15. South Green scoring the points to start the quarter. At the end of that first quarter, Ava Clark finished with 7 points to lead the Rebels. And for Chucky Doak, they were led in scoring by Haley Hensley with 6. Courtney Jones with 5 in that first frame. Bailey with it, right side front court. She'll kick it out to Brooks. It's Bailey and Brooks alongside of Foshi, Clark, and Gregg, the 5 on the court to start the second quarter for the Rebels. And for Chucky Doak, we see Lowe, Taylor, Atchison also into the game for the first time alongside Yoakley and Fox. So just one starter out there for the Lady Knights to start the ball game. And a turnover by the Rebels is how we end that possession. 6:48 left here before we reach the half. Things knotted up at 15 apiece. Back and forth it went in that first quarter. Each team exchanging early blows, but turnovers a early problem for both teams, really. Check it out, nearly turning it over there, but Taylor's pass getting deflected back out of bounds by Riley Gregg. South Green, a less prolific shooting first quarter, as they shot 5 of 14 from the field, good for about 36%. Chucky Oak 7-11 from the field. Rebels also went 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and each team hitting that first three to start their evenings. Atchison with it, trying to float it into Yoakley. She will. Yoakley takes a step in, banks it off of the glass, and Faith Yoakley will have her first points of the evening. Assist courtesy of Sanaya Atchison. Down low, here's Bailey. She'll reverse course, swing it out to Haley Brooks, right side. Now she'll draw the double team, kick it out to Bailey. Atchison, aggressive as ever, up in Bailey's face, making her pick up her dribble just inside half court. She'll have to get it over to Foshi. Foshi to her left, hand it off to Gregg. Gregg driving on Fox now. She'll dump it off late to Foshi, skip pass to the corner to Haley Brooks. Brooks drives baseline on low. Nice dime pass over to Riley Gregg. She doesn't miss that shot often. Riley Gregg left open on that left wing. Just don't let her get hot, because once she hits one, soon are sure to follow, or many more are sure to follow, I should say. Taylor across half court. She draws the double team, gets it off to Yoakley late, over to Lowe along the baseline. Riley Gregg collapsing on her. She'll kick it out to Yoakley. Yoakley's three missing. She'll get her own miss, though. Put it up, and that gets blocked out of bounds by Ava Clark. What a play on defense by Ava Clark, coming over late. Great play by Yoakley as well, getting her own miss, crashing her board, and getting the second chance opportunity. Still checking out basketball along the baseline as Emma Cutshaw makes her return. Ava Clark, I think that's her first time getting subbed out on the night. Somebody please get her some Gatorade. Along the baseline here is Sanaya Atchison, inbounding for the Knights. Looking for a girl. She'll eventually find Yoakley past the three-point line, who'll dish it off too low. Now 5:10 remaining. Atchison top of the key. She'll step back. Nearly took that one. Passed up on the opportunity, though. Over to Lowe once again to the corner to Fox. This one surely to be a foul going against Faith Yoakley in the low post area. Just a matter of who did it, and it will be against Haley Brooks, picking up her first personal, the first foul of our quarter. Fast-moving quarter so far. Now 5 minutes remaining. South Green taking the lead back. They now lead at 18-17 off the points by Riley Gregg a few possessions ago. Riley Gregg, don't let the shooting of Gregg fool you either. She's also an exceptional defender. A couple weeks ago, saw her play against West Green. She had a plethora of steals, and Sanaya Atchison showing why she's been and continues to be a big part of this Black Knights team. Buries a three from the corner here. Riley Gregg looking to do the same. This one a bit short. That's going to miss. And the Knights move it the other way. Low, track pass half court. She's going to step out of bounds, and we'll go the other way. Great officiating crew on hand here tonight. If you've been following some of the games between these two teams, you know there's a certain individual that we've had in common with these South Green games. He, fortunately, is not here tonight. So, saying that, hopefully no technical fouls will be called either. But I digress. South Green into the front court. Good officiating through, though. That statement still stands true. Cutshaw into the paint here. Zone collapses on her. She's going to put up the contested jumper. How do you know? Emma Cutshaw, welcome back. Buries the contested jumper. Turn around. Don't know what you would call it. Up and over two defenders. A little slow and gimpy to get up. Wearing an ankle brace on that left ankle. Seems to be favoring it quite a bit. Believe there's some sort of a minutes restriction for Cutshaw here tonight. They're going to send Ava Clark back in there to replace the star point guard for South Green, but she's at the line here to shoot two, try to break this tie now at 20 between these two teams. This one missing off left side for Emma Cutshaw. And this one off the inbound, going to go in favor of South Green. Emma Cutshaw going to make her way off to the bench, a little slow. Hopefully she's good to go, able to get herself back out here on the hardwood. It's been good to see her so far in action tonight. Hopefully she can make her return. Haley Brooks now off the inbound. She'll kick it to an open Courtney Bailey, as free as they get from the corner. The three ball rings true. Courtney Bailey with her first tray of the game. She's got 6 points to speak of so far. Lowe again getting trapped. Bailey making plays on both ends of the court. She's going to get a steal here. Circle back, kind of regroup, set up the half-court offense for South Green. They lead it by 3 after the jumper by Bailey. 23-20, just over halfway through this second quarter. Clark's going to get called for the travel in the lane, and we'll head the other way with it. Back into the game comes Haley Hensley. Started off to a torrid start, really. 6 points out of Hensley that first quarter. Not really known for her offensive production, but that has certainly been the case here tonight. She goes 3 of 4 shooting in that first quarter as well. Big presence for Chucky Doak there in that first frame. Bailey again getting a steal, second consecutive possession. She's done that. Picking Carleen Bishop's pocket. Carleen Bishop, welcome to the game as well. Another substitute in for the Black Knights. Carleen Bishop, perhaps one of the biggest surprises for Chucky Doak here this season. Didn't even know she was, I believe she's a sophomore, but didn't really think she was going to play those minutes. You know how that goes, but she has been a pleasant surprise here in this Chucky Doak lineup this season as Courtney Bailey misses the first from the free throw line. Out comes Bree Lowe, in comes Courtney Jones. Miss Jones, welcome back to the game as well. Bailey, 1 of 3 from the free throw line on the night. She'll shoot her 4th here. This one missing as well, getting tipped up into the hands of Yoakley, who chases it down to the corner. Knights looking to avoid these turnovers that have been plaguing their possessions as of late. Yoakley tries to skip it over to Atchison. She'll do so. Atchison jumper from the short corner, going to rim out. And a foul will be called shortly after as Haley Brooks gets the defensive board. This one going to go against Haley Hensley as she picks up her first, team's third foul of the quarter. 3:20 left to go, though, before we reach the half. 23-20, South Green still leads it. Chucky Doak has been unable to score these last few possessions. It's either been a failure to score or they've just been turning it over far too often. The problems for them so far here tonight. Courtney Bailey, though, making up for it on the offensive end. Really just a stellar talent is Bailey. She's had to pick up her role in this offense quite a bit after the absence of Emma Cutshaw, but she's still serving quite a big role here tonight. Haley Hensley misses the jumper from a few feet out on the other end. Her first shot of the quarter, and Haley Brooks will take it into the front court. Stop and pop. Shot from the right elbow won't go for Haley Brooks. Carleen Bishop races into the front court, chased by 2 Rebels. That one's going to go off of Haley Brooks along the baseline. We'll stay there with a Chucky Doak basketball. They now trail by 5. South Green, rather, on an 8-0 run as Taven Sutherland comes back into the basketball game. Check him out. Faith Yoakley. Still no sign of Kennedy Brown. This second quarter, baseline inbound here for the Lady Knights and Sanaya Atchison. She'll find Sutherland. Stop and pop shot from 18 feet out. Won't go. That rims out for Taven Sutherland. Remember in that Ladies Classic game, she played a huge part in that big game for Chucky Doak. Bailey misses the runner in transition, and Atchison will take it up court. But not until Haley Brooks will get called for her second personal foul. Team foul number 2 for the Rebels. And an official will wave in Samantha Birdwell to the ball game. Out comes Haley Brooks with those 2 personal fouls. If you remember that first matchup, or really the matchup a few weeks ago between these 2 teams at South Green High School, Brooks faced similar early foul trouble. Atchison right side front court here, but the Rebels were still able to get it done without Brooks on the floor. They had big nights out of course, Ava Clark, as we mentioned. Also, Riley Gregg shot the lights out of it that second half to continue padding that lead for them. Sutherland now in the corner. Her pass looking for Hensley down low. Going to get ripped out by Clark. Clark having trouble with it. She'll get it back to Birdwell, though. Birdwell, another name we say hello to here tonight. Great defensive talent here for the Rebels. She's come in, played some big minutes. Selfless basketball player is Samantha Birdwell. Missing the shot in the lane there is Riley Gregg, and we'll go the other way with it. Stop and pop shot by Jones. Will rim out right side. Inefficient offense for Chucky Doak so far this quarter. Unable to score that basketball a ton. Tonight Atchison will get the steal. Come down a little awkward on her leg, but she will come down out of bounds nonetheless. Ariana Hosey coming in for the Rebels. Kennedy Brown in for the Knights. Out comes Courtney Bailey, and out comes Carleen Bishop after their quality minutes of play. So yeah, we see a couple of nice shirts and pants. We got some slacks along that baseline. The winner homecoming here for the Black Knights as Sinai Atchison gets the steal and converts it into points on the other end. How many times have you seen that out of Sinai Atchison? So good at getting those steals and turning them into points in transition. She does so right there. Hosey in the front court, guarded by Atchison. Atchison, such a good defender. I mean, words can't describe how good she is, especially guarding that guard position, forcing you to pick up that dribble. Plays a huge role in that Black Knight defense. Samantha Birdwell, though, playing a big role in the South Green bench, bearing in the floater from a few feet out. We'll take back that 5-point lead by the Rebels, and tonight Atchison will get called for the carry in the backcourt before she can get things going for Chucky Oak. South Green looking to continue upon this momentum they've built in the quarter, outscoring Chucky Oak by 7 in this second quarter. Birdwell to inbound just in front of the scores table. She'll get it into Hosey. Atchison picks her up, and she'll be able to get it up to Foshi. 30 seconds remaining. Similar spot as last quarter. Ava Clark, a rare three-pointer, top of the key. This one bounces out from Clark. Kennedy Brown nearly gets the miss, but unable to do so. That'll roll around. Taven Sutherland saves it from going out of bounds. Hosey now with it. Very rare shot attempt from Ava Clark right there. Don't see her take too many three-pointers. But she was given the space by Hensley, and Kennedy Brown's going to pick up her second personal foul as well. Brown just having re-entered. I'm sure Coach Donahue would have liked to have her under that amount of 2 fouls that she has right now before we head into the half. So now Atchison, we get tangled up with Ariana Hosey there, going to get called for the foul. Will Ariana Hosey, her third of the basketball game. We'll see the first of Nevaeh Davis in for the Rebels, a reserve for the Rebels that has really played late in games where they've been blowing out teams, or have in the rare occasion that they do get blown out. Haven't seen her much this early in a basketball game yet. Atchison looks for Hensley the front court, and Clark will steal it, step right in front of Hensley to get it. But before she can get a pass off, she'll step out of bounds as well. So with 3 seconds left, the Knights take over. Front court, inbound on the baseline, or the sideline by Sinai Atchison. Taven Sutherland over to Atchison. Her three gonna miss short, and that is how we end the half. Sinai Atchison's missed three-pointers will send us to the break. At the end of 2 quarters of play, it's South Green 27, Chuggett Oak 22. Halftime stats and analysis right after this, as you continue to listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WI.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommie's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommie's difference.
pizza, pancakes, or donuts. The Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Pizza Inn offers contactless buffet to go with JoJo's Family Feast or anything on our menu for carryout. We also honor birthday parties and cater to businesses and large events. We make it easy. Call us today. Pizza Inn Greenville.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Hometown Realty of Greenville is selling Greenville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greenville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greenville today, 423-639-2345.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Sand Meat Market, your ultimate meat destination. Step into Sand Meat Market for a curated selection of steaks, lamb, goat, and other quality foods. Each cut is meticulously crafted to exceed your expectations, promising a dining experience like no other. Elevate your dining experience and visit Sand Meat Market today. Indulge in the exceptional quality and taste that only Sand Meat Market can provide. Join us on this culinary journey and savor the difference. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommie's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommie's difference.
We're not sure why. As you know, we've been serving this area for over 43 years.
What makes us different is if you see it on our floor, you can have it in your home in less than a week. And we're busting at the seams with a great selection.
At Roberts, we sell brands such as Lazy Boy, Kincaid, Liberty, Homestretch, Mayo, Restonic, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and so much more.
Come and see us where shopping for furniture is fun at Roberts Furniture, downtown Greenville.
This is Connie Kilday, branch manager at Andrew Johnson Bank, your trusted banking partner for over 4 decades. Banking is more than just numbers and transactions to me. It's my passion. So if you're looking for a banking partner who truly cares about your financial well-being, look no further. Visit me at our main office in downtown Greenville. Andrew Johnson Bank, where helping friends is our business. ajbank.com, member FDIC.
Greene County Basketball with Matthew Palazzo.
North Greene, South Greene, West Greene, Chucky Doak.
Brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Marathon Quick Stop Markets, Food City, Roberts Furniture and Mattress Gallery, Hometown Realty and Auction, Greenville Federal Bank, Greenville Energy Authority, Roto-Rooter of Greenville, Marsh Propane, Bayleton Drug Company, Andrew Johnson Bank, Ricky Wittenberg, Lou Decker Property Group, Keller Williams Realty. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Well, we were in store for a good one that first half. Hopefully the second one will live up to the action that first half had in store. 27-22. South Greene leading Chucky Doak by 5 as we welcome you back out of the first half and the halftime break. Now set to begin our second half of action here between these two squads. South Greene again leading by 5. They were led in scoring by Courtney Bailey with 8 in that first half, as well as Ava Clark with 7. Rebels shooting 42% from the field in that first half. Chucky Doak shooting 50%, but far fewer field goal attempts for the Lady Knights, who continue to struggle to turn that ball over. They were led in scoring by Haley Hensley with 6. They also get 5 out of Courtney Jones and Sanaya Addison. The 5 on the court start for Chucky Doak. We'll see Courtney Jones, Kennedy Brown, Haley Taylor, Haley Hensley, and Taven Sutherland. For the Rebels, we'll see Haley Brooks, Ariana Hosey, both in foul trouble, as well as Ava Clark, Courtney Bailey, and Riley Gregg. Still no sign of Emma Cutshaw, hoping she gets that ankle figured out over there on the sideline. See a bag of ice being applied there by the trainer, but re-aggravated it there late in that second quarter, hoping to get her back out here in her return game in what's felt like over a month. It might be closer to the month now that I think about it, for Emma Cutshaw. Black Knights turn it over in the ensuing possession, and once again, the ball goes to the maroon and white. Matthew Palazzo here, elevated courtside at Chucky Doak High School, joined in studio by game station engineer and broadcasting legend Dylan Vance. We thank you for tuning in here tonight, wherever you're on, whether it's the grassroots live stream, whether it's 103.1 WIKQ, all of our friends around the county in store for a good one, and really a good 1.5 one, because we got second half of this one, of course, and then the boys game to follow, slated for a 8 o'clock start. Very excited for both of these, though. Thrilled, doesn't begin to cover it. Hosey in the corner now for the Rebels. She's got 3 personal fouls so far. Got to watch it on the defensive end, but she'll have it on offense here. They'll get it down low to Ava Clark. Ava Clark rising up over Hensley, missing her first shot in the second half. First shot from either team, actually, from the field. Over a minute and a half into this second half, if you will. And it'll be Kennedy Brown getting things started this second half with a 2 of her own in transition. Didn't see a lot of Brown in that second quarter. Able to see her to start this second half. Chuckett Oak turns South Green over and then turns it over immediately after Courtney Bailey getting the steal. Stop in transition and fire up a shot from the left elbow. That one won't go as Taven Sutherland gets taken to the ground. And we'll see who this one's going to go against. I believe it's going to go against Ava Clark as she picks up her first personal. Team foul number 1 and the first between either team in the quarter. So Brown and Jones will walk the ball up. 3/4 court pressure by the Rebels, something they really pride themselves in, that full court pressure. Brown's 3-pointer the other way, going to rim off far side. And the slow start will continue for the Knights. Hosey getting the ball across the stripe. Not really a slow start, just a slow quarter and a half of play for their offense. Clark down low, working on Hensley. She'll draw the double team as Taylor comes in late, going to get whistled for the reach. I believe that will go against Taylor, and it will be as Haley Taylor picks up her first personal, team's first of the quarter. Just under 6 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. It's 27-24. South Green with the 3-point advantage. They'll handle the baseline inbound duties here, They're on Hosey. She'll float it up to Haley Brooks. Brooks with 2 fouls in this one. And this time it will be Kennedy Brown getting whistled for the foul. Kennedy Brown's 3rd personal, so likely going to get to see Sanaya Atchison, who we will. She'll trot in late, replacing Kennedy Brown. And she'll have Haley Brooks' duties on this possession. Baseline inbound again for the Rebels. Similar fashion, they'll float it up to Brooks. She'll get it inside the half-court circle, float it in to Ava Clark. Rebels moving left to right. Hosey, runner in the lane. This one going to miss right side. And the Rebels start 0 of 3 from the field to start our second half. Moving it up court here is Courtney Jones. Knights trailing by 3. They'll have it on offense. Trying to get down low to Hensley was Atchison, but that one gets poked free into the hands of Haley Brooks. Good defensive play there by Sutherland. Atchison ends up on the floor with it, and a timeout will be called by Coach Donahue. Timely at that. We'll step aside with him. 5:29 left in this third quarter. It's South Green 27, Chuckett Oak 24.
You know, heating your home with propane gas will keep your home warmer even on those cold winter nights. And gas heat is more economical than electric. Serving the Southeast since 1966, Marsh Propane, right here in Greenville, has been among the top 50 propane retailers in the United States. They can install 120 to 1,000 gallon propane tanks above ground or underground. Marsh Propane, Bayleton Road. Stop in or call 639-7226 and speak to one of our professional local employees. Marsh Propane.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Back at Chuckett Oak High School, where South Green leading Chuckett Oak 27-24. Score of interest in the area. It's Greenville up at Granger 48-20. They lead it at the half. Kyla Jobe with 14. Anna Shaw pouring in 13 points. But man, 48 points in the first half of that one for the Greenville Lady Devils, as they are now leading Granger by 28. Second half of action over there on 99.5 WGRV. Brian Staten giving you the call on that one. Hensley to start us up. That of the break. It's Hensley stopping from a few feet out, putting up a jumper and picking up where she left off that first quarter, where she put in 6 points for the Lady Knights. And offensive foul the other way. This one going against Haley Brooks. And don't look now, but that will be number 3 against Haley Brooks. Potentially having to check her out of the ball game. We'll have some important decisions to come. Kennedy Brown already with 3 for the Lady Knights. She's already taken a seat, replaced by Sanaya Atchison. And we'll see what Coach Gregg decides to do with that information. Left side front court here are the Black Knights. Taven Sutherland skips it all the way over to Atchison. Atchison steps in, passes it to Hensley. Stop, and her jumper gets the unfriendly roll. That will bounce out into Ava Clark's hands, and she'll take it the other way. Front court, Rebels with the 3-2 advantage. Riley Gregg open for a three, automatic. Riley Gregg. You give her an inch of space and she'll make you pay. Timeout taken by South Green. A full timeout, so we'll step aside for a minute. 4:33 left to go in the quarter. South Green leading Chuckey 30-26.
Attention, Greenville residents. Exciting news is rolling into town at lightning speeds. Greenville Energy Authority is proud to announce the launch of our high-speed broadband internet service to Greenville. We've been hard at work installing cutting-edge fiber optic cables to bring you lightning-fast internet experiences. Residents within the Greenville city limits already enjoy the benefits of the state-of-the-art broadband network. Trust us to bring you high-speed broadband that you deserve. Greenville Energy Authority, making the connection. Visit mygea.net or call 636-6200.
Maddie, invite Steve to the spa. He's so sweet. That's our girls' day. He is one of the girls. Not anymore. What happened? He swept me off my feet. Chocolate-dipped strawberries. An intoxicating arrangement of fresh-cut roses. What? Where? Food City. He even got me their irresistible candies, made fresh in store. Oh, my. He walked into Food City and away with my heart. Well, nobody does food. Or Valentine's Day. Like Food City.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Welcome back to the action here at Chuckey Doak High School. South Green leading Chuckey Doak by 4. 30-26 is the score. Haley Hensley welcoming us back with a bucket of her own. Her second in as many possessions. She now has 10 in the game. The first Black Knight to enter double figures. Brooks stops on a dime. Free throw line jumper won't go for Haley Brooks, but Courtney Bailey will grab it. That gets taken out as she looks for Clark in that short corner. That one's going to dribble out of bounds, and we will go the other way. Solid turnout here by the Chuckey Doak student section. Don't believe I've seen a student section this big, and I did go to school here for 4 years, so I kind of have some merit to this debate, I guess you would call it. But haven't seen a student section this big for Chuckey Doak since that Bleacher Creature saga in the mid to early 2000s. But we've got a good one on hand here tonight, especially this concluding game of our doubleheader between the boys. Miss down low from Taylor is how we end that Chuckey Doak possession. Into the front court are the Lady Rebels. Down low looking for Clark is Courtney Bailey. She'll now have it in the right corner. We'll skip it up top to Samantha Foshi. Natalie Foshi. Not sure why I said Samantha. Natalie Foshi with it. Also into the game for the Lady Rebels. Hands it over to Courtney Bailey. Down low to Clark. Working on Hensley. Rises up over the defender and Ava Clark, making it look easy. Clark's so good at that drop step and turnaround shot on that low post area. Knights, though, in the transition. They got numbers. Haley Hensley gets the friendly roll. She's best friends with the friendly roll. We've seen it a number of times here tonight. She now has 12 in the ball game. Bailey, right corner. She'll drive baseline, pick up her dribble. That gets blocked out of bounds by Sanaya Atchison. Faith Yoakley will look to re-enter the game for the Lady Knights. Checking out Haley Taylor. Also, though, good solid turnout by the South Green faithful. I know it's just a drive down the 107 cutoff, but they've got a little student section mounting over on the right side of the stands as well. So something good to see as well. It's always good when you have a county rivalry that can bring out this many people and attract for the area, and it's certainly good for basketball. Sideline inbound here by the Rebels after Bailey's ball got knocked loose out of bounds by Yoakley. She'll get it into Brooks. Brooks, open is Riley Gregg. Bad recipe for Chuckey Doak. This one won't get the friendly roll. That one bounces out, but it will go to Haley Brooks. Bonus possession for the Rebels. She'll pivot out and hand it out to Natalie Foshi after the Gregg miss in the quarter. Foshi, right side, Brooks. Stop and pop three. This one bouncing up into the hands of a Black Knight. Haley Hensley and Taven Sutherland giving chase to that one after the Brooks miss. And we'll see who gets whistled for the foul. I believe that goes against Haley Hensley. Was almost certain that was going to go against Haley Brooks, but I stand corrected. Down low, she's going to get called for another foul, will Haley Hensley. This is going to be her third. And as good as this Black Knight depth is, something they have been lacking in on the season is that depth in the front court. Besides Hensley, besides Taylor and Yoakley, those three are really the only ones that have played solid minutes in these varsity games. Offensive foul called here going against Ava Clark, though. will send us the other way. That's the third foul on Hensley, the second foul on Ava Clark. Chuckadoke with 14 fouls within the quarter. South Green just making their third within the quarter. 2:25 left to play here. South Green leading by 2. 32-30 the score. Jones and Ashton in the backcourt. They'll get it up to Taven Sutherland. Half-court trap by the Rebels. Poked free, though, by Riley Gregg. And Foshi will race it up court, hand it off to Clark. Clark looks for Brooks on the elbow, hands it back to Bailey. Wide open look for a three. This one bouncing off the front of the rim. That won't go, but Ava Clark will get the offensive board. Racing here is Brooks over to Clark. Down low to Bailey, who turns around, puts up the shot. And she'll draw the foul, head to the free throw line. Faith Yoakley getting called for the foul on that possession. Just under 2 to play here. Courtney Bailey heads to the foul line. Bailey 1 of 4 from the stripe so far here tonight. Rebels shooting their first free throws of the third quarter. This one missing for Bailey as well, so the cold streak continues for her at the charity stripe. She's missed 4 straight free throws to this point. Second one on its way. That one will end the streak and give her her first points of the third quarter. Ariana Hosey checks back in for the Rebels. Out comes Courtney Bailey. Still the same 5 on the floor for the Knights. Forgot to mention Belle Carricker, the reserve in for the Knights after Haley Hensley got in foul trouble. Picked up her third personal. Jones across the stripe into Atchison's hands. Down low to Yoakley. Good ball movement down low to Sutherland, but she'll get tied up with Hosey along the baseline. Jump ball will be called. Arrow points in favor of the Black Knights, so we'll stay in that direction. 1:45 left to play here. South Green with a 3-point edge, 33-30. They lead it. Chuckadoke actually outscoring South Green within the quarter, outscoring them by 2. The inbound goes to Ariana Hosey as she gets the steal, and the Rebels take over on offense. Bailey in transition. No look dime to the corner. Riley Gregg's 3 just too soft off the, or too short really, off the mark. Haley Brooks though, making up for it. 3 just a few seconds later. Haley Brooks getting that triple to fall after her counterpart unable to get that triple to fall from the corner. Either way, it's a 6-point lead for South Green. They lead it by a score of 36-30. 1:15 left to play here before we reach the ultimate and deciding quarter. Left side, front court, here is Atchison. She'll get it to the corner. Over to Yoakley. They find a cheek in the armor. They find Courtney Jones in the short corner. Her jumper misses. And we go the other way. Clark in the front court driving on Atchison. Atchison gets back in time, deflects that one out of bounds. We'll stay in South Green's court. They'll inbound it along the baseline. Just under a minute left to play here. Gregg off the inbound. She'll swing it left to Clark. Clark down low to Brooks. Touch pass over to Foshi. 3-ball, no good for Natalie Foshi. That one goes off into the South Green bench. And Chuckadoke will take over on the offensive end. Still no sign of Emma Cutshaw. Got ice on that ankle. Was hoping we could see her some in this ball game. Was really going to see how that game turned out to see if she would even return. But looking unlikely if things stay as they are heading into this fourth quarter. That is if South Green holds on to this lead. Foshi saves it from into Hosey. Over to Brooks. Rebels with 20 seconds, likely just going to hold it for one last shot. They did so in the first and second quarter. We'll see if they do it here. Brooks driving here right. She'll kick it to Hosey, open for a 3. Corner won't go. That one up and into the hands of Atchison, who loses it after falling on the ground. Foshi now over to Gregg. Gregg's long 3-pointer gonna bounce out as well. 2 misses from 3 is how the Rebels end the third. And at the end of 3, it's South Green 36, Chuckadoke 30. Fourth and final quarter of action on your way after this as you continue to listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
Bayleton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Bayleton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, You are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Bayleton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Hello and welcome back here for our fourth and final quarter of play here before the girls' game. 36-30, South Green leading Chuggadoke by 6. It was a slow quarter of offense there in that third quarter. South Green shooting 3 of 15 from the field in that frame. Chuggadoke shooting 4 of 8. Just not a lot of shots for the Lady Knights. They turned the ball over a lot, as they did in that third quarter. Brooks off the motion offense here. She'll put it up and in. Drawing enough contact. She'll take it to the line to try to convert the three-point play. Haley Brooks has had a slow night at times here tonight. Only connected on 2 shots, shooting 2 of, well, we've got to re-staticize here. Not sure if that's a word, but we're going to roll with it. Now 3 of 8 from the field in the game. She'll try to make a three-point play, and she will. 9 points out of Haley Brooks here. I guess re-strategize is the word I was looking for. Kind of combine 2 words. Anyway, we float on. Atchison between the trap of Clark and Foshi will get it batted out of bounds. It'll stay Black Knight basketball. They trail by 9, their largest deficit of the night. Yoakley will give way to Atchison. It's those two, and Fox, Sutherland, and Haley Taylor, the 5 on the court to start the fourth quarter for the Lady Knights. For the Rebels, similar faces as we saw to end that third quarter. It's Clark, Brooks, Hosey, Foshi, and Greg, the 5 on the floor for the Lady Rebels. Substitution made, though, and it'll be Riley Gregg exiting. In comes Courtney Bailey. Bailey has been doing pretty well so far here tonight. 9 points for her. She's been stout on the defensive end, like we always know and love. And she's also scored the basketball pretty well here tonight as well. Hosey in transition to the 3 ball, going to fall short. Layla Fox getting the rebound on the baseline, pushed down by Courtney Bailey. Whistle follows. And we'll see that will go against. We'll see who that went against. Kind of looked down for a second completely. Okay, that will be against Courtney Bailey. Yes, that's who it was. There we go. That will be the first team foul for the Rebels as we take a second to mop up some wet spot along the sideline here. We'll do that. Get you back into the action here in just a minute. Chuggadoke really needs a win here. If not against South Green, then in a couple of days against Hampton. They've kind of got their eyes locked on that 3rd seed in the conference as far as the regular season play goes. That 3rd seed being crucial in the district tournament. If you can get that 3 seed, you lock in that matchup with the 6 seed. And you don't get the bye as the 1 and 2 seeds do, but there are a lot of benefits that come with becoming that 3 seed. Foul going here against Haley Taylor. So that makes it even more crucial for Coach Donahue and co to steal one of these games later in the season. It made it especially more difficult after dropping that home game against West Green. Taven Sutherland getting the steal here off the inbound. Puts it up and in off the finger roll. Taven Sutherland giving Chuggadoke their first points of the quarter. Foshi into the front court. Rebels lead by 7. Bailey now off the tip. And she'll get stripped, pickpocketed by Layla Fox. This one going against Courtney Bailey. And Courtney Bailey will record her 3rd personal. Team foul number 2 as Bailey will exit, replaced by Riley Gregg. So we just saw that switcheroo happen a few possessions ago. Gregg now comes back into the game for Bailey. Knights on offense, left side. Here's Atchison, loses it between her legs. She'll regain it, skip it over to Sutherland, to the corner. Here's Taylor, skips it back to Atchison. Picked up by Hosey. Back over to Sutherland, top of the key, right side, here's Taylor. 2-3 zone by South Green, not giving an inch. Fox now with it, just it back to Atchison, high arcing three, money! Sanaya Atchison from the wing. Her second tray of the day in a big time spot, cuts the deficit now to 4. 2-possession game here in Lower Afton. Foshee drives, kicks to Hosey. Brooks in the corner, 3, answers. On the other end does Haley Brooks. The 3-ball falls for the Rebels. They take that now 7-point lead right back after Atchison's 3, a possession to go. They'll skip it over to Atchison in the Black Knight front court. Over to Taylor in the corner. Taylor over to Sutherland. Down low to Fox. Jumper from the short corner will be true. Layla Fox doesn't score all that often, but she shows there that she does have some offensive capabilities. Brooks nearly losing it, avoiding catastrophe there, regaining possession of it. Clark now with it, double teamed by Atchison and Taylor. She'll get it over to Foshee, right side, front court. Atchison guarding her. That pass to Clark and to Haley Taylor. Guarding Clark a little bit too closely, gonna get picked up with the personal foul here, will Haley Taylor. That's going to be number 3 against Taylor. Inbound goes to Hosey on the Rebel sideline. Back to Foshee, just in between the rings, looking to kill some clock on this possession. Under 5 minutes to play. South Green leading 42-37. Corner 3 taken by Ariana Hosey. This one bouncing up and out for Hosey. Has struggled at times shooting the ball here tonight. Front court, here's Atchison. She'll get it down low to Yoakley. Yoakley over 2 defenders. That one misses for Faith Yoakley. Foshee's gonna walk it up, nursing a 5-point Rebel lead. 4.5 to play here. Sutherland comes out to guard her. Clark, right side. She'll drive here. Kick it back to Brooks. Brooks pulls up with an inch of space. This one misses, falls, and goes out of bounds off the hand of Haley Brooks. And a couple of substitutions will be made here for the Knights. In returns, Haley Hensley. Faith Yoakley still in the game, so they go for that big lineup. Do the Black Knights. Bree Lowe also checks back into the game for Chucky Doe. Out comes Taven Sutherland and Haley Taylor. Atchison handling the point guard duties this possession. She'll swing it right side to Fox. Down low for Lowe. On the block, she'll kick it to Fox. Jumper on the short corner. This one misses far side. Ava Clark snatches in the rebound, hands it off to Brooks, who takes it up court. 5-point lead again for the Rebels. Just under 4 to play. Make here would certainly help things out as far as distancing some things and making you feel a little bit more secure about that lead. Foul coming here behind Clark. This one going to go against Haley Hensley. And after she missed most of that third quarter due to 3 fouls, she will pick up her 4th here. Just over 3.5 remaining in our ball game. Kennedy Brown will check back into the game for the Knights as well. Clark going to get whistled for the travel. Correct call over there in the right corner against Ava Clark. Chucky Doak will have the basketball. 3.5 to go. They trail by 5. They've really kept within striking distance with some timely shots. They haven't shot the ball at a high volume or efficiency by any means. They've turned the ball over a ton, but somehow they're still in this basketball game. 5 points is all that stands between them and a tie with South Green. Driving, here's Brown along the baseline. She'll kick it back out to Yoakley. Yoakley, free throw line. She'll throw it over right to Bree Lowe in the short corner. Drawing out Ariana Hosey. Rebels going to a man-to-man look this possession. Right side, here's Yoakley. Motion offense for the Black Knights. Driving, here's Brown. Runner in the lane, and that will be our first free throw attempts of the night for Chucky Doe. First time making the trip to the charity stripe, and it'll be Kennedy Brown shooting 2 for the Lady Knights. Just a tick under 3 minutes left here in our 4th quarter. Brown's first is going to rim out. You don't see the Chucky Doe team take a lot of free throw attempts either. Each game of theirs that I've called so far this season, they haven't went to the line a lot, unlike a team like West Green or South Green that they tend to make more frequent trips to that foul line. Clark gets the rebound off the second Brown miss. Brooks moves it up court. Here's Gregg, shot in the corner. 3-pointer will fall short. Rebound goes to Sanaya Atchison. A couple of Rebels around her are going to foul her in the process. This one going to go against Ariana Hosey. That one's going to be number 4 against Hosey. Bailey's got 3. Brooks has got 3. Hosey's got 4 fouls to this point. Things could get interesting here in the home stretch if a couple of those fouls go against those Rebels in foul trouble. Hensley also with 4 on the other end for the Black Knights. They also have 3 fouls against Kennedy Brown. Yoakley driving in from the top of the key. She's going to get tangled up with Courtney Bailey. And a foul will be called instead of the jump ball that you typically see in that scenario. And just like we just mentioned, Courtney Bailey now with her 4th foul. We'll have to see Natalie Foshi into the game, checking her out as Bailey makes her way to the bench. So the second Rebel with 4 fouls in this one. Yoakley heads to the free throw line. Chuckadoke now in the bonus. And the first will miss for Faith Yoakley. Chuckadoke 0 of 3 from the line. Thus far, 2.5 to go. Yoakley to shoot a second. And this one misses as well. Gets tipped out by Hensley though. She gets the offensive board. Another foul follows shortly after she gets the rebound. This one going to go against Ava Clark, who picks up her 3rd personal. Haley Hensley will now head to the free throw line for the Black Knights. So after not shooting a single free throw attempt the first 3 quarters, they've now shot soon to be 6 in the last minute of our 4th quarter. And they've missed 5 straight. Haley Hensley missing her first from the charity stripe. 12 points out of Haley Hensley tonight. One of her most complete games on the season so far has been needed tonight in a brutal matchup underneath with Ava Clark. She'll make the second though. Knights now 1 of 6 from the free throw line on the game. Now a 4-point deficit that the Black Knights face. Ava Clark across the stripe. Rebels with numbers in transition. They'll back it out though. Try to take a little bit more time off this clock here in Lower Afton. 2:15 left. 42-38 the lead for South Green, and they'll turn it over. Kennedy Brown into the front court, streaking free and putting it up. An X thrown up. It's a flagrant foul as Brown heads to the free throw line. An energy-inducing play. Chuckadoke gets the steal, races it up court. It's Kennedy Brown and a flagrant foul called. That one going against Natalie Foshi, the intentional foul. You don't see that every day. So it'll be Kennedy Brown making the first, and the Chuckadoke faithful on their feet and loving it. Brown with her 3rd point of the game, now making 4. Taven Sutherland will check into the basketball game. We'll see how. I don't believe I've seen an intentional foul here this season. I believe Chuckadoke will get the ball back though, and they will along their own baseline. It'll be Sanaya Atchison handling the inbound duties for them. 2-point game now, 1 possession between a lead for the Black Knights. Brown off the inbound, floater in the lane. This one gonna roll around, fall out off the leg of Brooks down low. It'll stay Chuckadoke basketball. Atchison once again handling the inbound duties. Brown missing the runner on that previous inbound. They'll get it into Brown once again, left wing, over to Sutherland, top of the key. 3-pointer will fall short. What could have taken the lead back for the Knights, but a Sutherland miss. And an offensive rebound will give them the ball back, but Atchison loses it off of her foot in the quarter. And 3 chances to score result in 0 points for the Black Knights. 42-40, South Green leading, under 2 to play. Brooks up court for the Rebels. Comes off of Clark's screen, finds Hosey in the corner. Skips it over to Foshi, top of the key, draws it out, picked up by Atchison. She'll swing it over to Brooks. Brooks picked up by Brown. Brooks, free throw line jumper, gonna rim out into the hands of Ava Clark though, and a foul will be called. This one going against Kennedy Brown, her 4th. Combined 4 starters here, or 4 players between the 2 teams with 4 fouls apiece. Shooting here is Ava Clark. She'll have 2 at the line. Making the first is Clark. She's now in double figures on the night. Haley Brooks, the team leader in points with 12. Ava Clark shortly behind her, not too far behind her, I should say. She'll miss the second, though. 43-40. South Green leads by 3. 1:15 to play. Kennedy Brown, front court for the Knights. Atchison from the corner. She's going to stop and pop a three. This one misses off the front of the rim. Sutherland gets the rebound, though. It stays Black Knight basketball. And a foul called down low against the Rebels. This one again going against Natalie Foshi. Absolute theater here late. And Coach Donahue mentioned it in that grassroots interview. Don't count out this girls game. Well, so far, it's been electric. And it's been back and forth, just as he promised. Sutherland's going to make the first from the free throw line. She now has 5 in the ball game. Just found out a couple days ago, actually, that her mom actually played at South Green High School. Was a pretty good ball player, too, from what I heard. So a little bit of added encouragement, added motivation for Taven Sutherland to hit those 2 foul shots, knowing she's playing against her mom's old team. And this one going against Atchison, the foul, as Brooks was looking to get it across the stripe. Atchison picking up. I believe that's just her first. No, make that her second. Atchison, usually a candidate for those personal fouls that we've seen all season. Haley Brooks at the line here to shoot 2 for the Rebels. She'll make the first. 2-point lead for South Green. They lead at 44-42. Brooks is second on its way. This one going to fall as well. And a timeout will be called. We'll step aside for a full 60. 1:04 left to play here at Chuggadoke High School. It's South Green 45, Chuggadoke 42.
And they settled between 2 rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates.
Everyone has a favorite one that changed their life forever. Someone that believed in them when they thought no one else did. One teacher with a dedication to education can affect a positive change in our whole community. Support our local schools. Greenville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community minded, just like you.
Hey, this is Lenny Lawson for Gateway Ford and Gateway Nissan in Greenville, where our customers at Gateway have received over 2,000 complimentary oil changes and tire rotations in the last year. Those same buyers benefit from a lifetime powertrain warranty, which covers the most expensive components on their vehicles, and convenient local service with free pickup and delivery. You know, it doesn't take long to buy a new car, but you live with that decision for years. And it's a whole lot easier to enjoy your car life when you get your Ford or Nissan from Gateway Ford Nissan on Highway 11E in Greenville.
Greene County Basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
1:04 left to play here at Chuggadoke High School. All that stands between South Green and a win. 3-point lead for the Rebels. Chuggadoke basketball as we welcome you back out of the break. A couple of scores of interest in the area we'll get to if there's another timeout in these waning moments of our fourth quarter. Brown drives baseline here, gets fouled in the process. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. That foul going against Riley Gregg. Okay, collective sigh of relief here from the South Green faithful. You've got Ariana Hosey on the floor. She's got 4 personals. You've got Ava Clark with 3 fouls as well. Haley Brooks with 3. That just the first against Riley Gregg, though. First shot from Brown, a miss at the foul stripe. Brown 2 of 5 from the free throw line thus far. 50 seconds to go in this one. Misses the second. Ava Clark reels it in. And a foul will shortly follow. This one going against Kennedy Brown in transition. That one going to foul Kennedy Brown out of the ball game. And that will be it for Kennedy Brown's night. She exits with just 4 points so far here tonight. Goes 2 of 6 from the foul line in this fourth quarter. In comes Courtney Jones after Kennedy Brown fouls out. 45-42. To the other end we go. Ava Clark shooting 2 foul shots for the Rebels. Making the first is Ava Clark. And I think if you're Coach Donahue and you end up losing this game, you got to look at the foul the foul shots in that fourth quarter and the troubles that you had shooting efficiently at the foul line. Ava Clark going 2 of 2. We'll break it down after the game, of course, get you those final numbers, but South Green, much more efficient from the foul line this fourth quarter. Atchison on the offensive end puts it up, and this one going off into the hands of Hensley, who loses it. That'll be a mad dash on the ground for the basketball as Foshi and Atchison get tangled up. Jump ball will follow. It'll stay Chuggadoke basketball. 5-point lead here for the Rebels. Can they hang on to it, though? Baseline inbound here by Atchison. She'll lob it up to Sutherland. This one a little bit too far, though. It gets knocked out by Sutherland. Rebel basketball. 5-point lead. 34 seconds remain. All they've got to do is hang on to it, make their foul shots if Chuggadoke comes to foul, and take care of the basketball, and they'll be headed out of here in this hostile environment with a W in hand. Foshi front court. She'll hand it off back to Haley Brooks. Brooks left side front court, and Donahue signals to foul. Atchison running all over the court now, looking to foul. Still no foul. Still, yes. We'll have a foul at 18 seconds as Courtney Jones will get whistled for the personal there. She'll pick up her first personal of the ball game. Couple of scores of interest around the area, a couple area teams. You might want to know what happened with them here tonight as soon as this ad pops off of my screen. And Clark will make the first. But a couple of scores of interest in the area. Cloudland knocks off North Green at home, 41-27 in a low-scoring affair. On the other end of the county, it's West Green trailing Hampton 6-39 at halftime. Got to score that Greenville game as well. We'll get to that after the ball game here. Atchison fires up a three from the corner. This one going to fall. That might make things interesting. Coach Donahue going to call a timeout. Sanaya Atchison. She's been doubted all year. She's been taken out of the lineup. Full timeout it is from Coach Donahue, but we'll keep it right here at Chuggadoke High School. Take you around the area a little bit more. Final over at Granger. It's Greenville, the girls of Greenville knocking off Granger 84-47. Greenville clinching a share of the conference title with a win over there tonight. Jordan Swatzel pours in 21 points on 7 made three-pointers, both career highs for Jordan Swatzel. They also get 20 out of Kylie Jobe as Greenville knocks off Granger 84-47. And again, as we just mentioned, West Green trailing Daniel Boone in girls action. 18-33, they trail at halftime. Or West Green trailing Hampton 6-39 at the half. And Cloudland having just knocked off North Green by a score of 41-27. Cloudland still undefeated on the year over in Class Single A. Taking a look over at District 2, Gatlinburg Pittman getting the win over Alcoa 58-30. Team that either of these two teams on the floor right now may see in that regional tournament later on in the year. 49-45 though. 6 seconds remain, and the inbound goes to Foshi. Sutherland will foul. We'll head the other way for a pair of free throws. Natalie Foshi heading the other way. The second foul called against Taven Sutherland. It's been a slow burn type of a second half. Both teams with star players in foul trouble. Both teams heading to the foul line. South Green, though, making their foul shots late. Able to put this thing away if they can make two here. Foshi's going to make the first at the stripe. And Coach Donahue will take another timeout. This a full timeout. And we'll keep it once again right here. Take a look into that boys game. Make sure you stick around. It was absolute theater the first time those two boys teams played over at South Green. Thought I had busted an eardrum when I left that gym. You can only imagine what it's going to feel like tonight with the crowd we have on hand here. Had a couple of gentlemen walking in front of me as I entered the gym here tonight, and they said, "Are the Celtics and Lakers playing tonight?" And I thought, what better way to describe this high-stakes matchup between Chuggadoke and South Green. The girls' game has definitely lived up to the hype. A 5-point game with 5 seconds left. But the boys' game, the eyes of everybody in the county have been on since that thriller a couple weeks ago. Game in which South Green came back from a 20-point deficit in that second half. Chuggadoke coming in to that game with a 15-7 record. South Green coming in with a 20-5 record. And Foshi's going to miss the first here at the foul line. Jones heaves up a prayer, and that won't matter as South Green holds on to get the victory. What a game we have witnessed. South Green holds on late. They beat Chuggadoke by a final of to 45. We'll give you final stats and analysis right after this break here at Chuckett Oak High School in just a few minutes when we return. Again, your final, South Green hanging on to win 50 to 45. Halftime, post-game analysis and stats on your way after this.
Now that the game is over, stay tuned for coach and player reaction, game statistics, analysis, scores, previews, and more on the Gary's Paint and Body post-game show.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommie's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommie's difference.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Pizza Inn offers contactless buffet to go with JoJo's Family Feast or anything on our menu for carryout. We also honor birthday parties and cater to businesses and large events. We make it easy. Call us today. Pizza Inn Greenville.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Hometown Realty of Greenville is selling Greenville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greenville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greenville today, 423-639-2345.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Bayleton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Sand Meat Market, your ultimate meat destination. Step into Sand Meat Market for a curated selection of steaks, lamb, goat, and other quality foods. Each cut is meticulously crafted to exceed your expectations, promising a dining experience like no other. Elevate your dining experience and visit Sand Meat Market today. Indulge in the exceptional quality and taste that only Sand Meat Market can provide. Join us on this culinary journey and savor the difference.
Male in his late 20s. After notifying police, the woman was advised to contact her bank and financial advisor. A Johnson City man was arrested for DUI in Greene County Thursday afternoon. The Greene County Sheriff's Department received a report around 3 p.m. of a driver of a Kia Soul traveling erratically, but could never locate the vehicle. Around 4 p.m., a deputy responded to the 8900 block of Asheville Highway after a report of a Kia Soul with the driver hanging over the steering wheel drooling. The driver, Jason Roberts of South
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommie's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommie's difference.
As police cars. The total purchase amount would be covered by a grant and by the sale of older police vehicles. Tuesday's meeting will begin at 4 p.m. in the G. Thomas Lowe Boardroom at Greenville Energy Authority. For more on our news, visit our webpage at wgrv.com.
You know, heating your home with propane gas will keep your home warmer even on those cold winter nights. And gas heat is more economical than electric. Serving the Southeast since 1966, Marsh Propane, right here in Greenville, has been among the top 50 propane retailers in the United States. They can install 120 to 1,000 gallon propane tanks above ground or underground. Marsh Propane, Bayleton Road. Stop in or call 639-7226 and speak to one of our professional local employees. Marsh Propane.
Are you ready to join the high-speed revolution? Look no further than the Greenville Energy Authority and visit their webpage at mygea.net to explore the lightning-fast broadband service, or give them a call at 636-6200. And that's not all. As more funding becomes available, the Greenville Energy Authority is committed to extending the services throughout Greene County. Trust us to bring you high-speed broadband you deserve. The Greenville Energy Authority, making the connection. Visit mygea.net or call 636-6200 today.
Greene County Basketball with Matthew Palazzo.
North Green, South Green, West Green, Chucky Doak.
Brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Marathon Quick Stop Markets, Food City, Roberts Furniture and Mattress Gallery, Hometown Realty and Auction, Greenville Federal Bank, Greenville Energy Authority, Roto-Rooter of Greenville, Marsh Propane, Bayleton Drug Company, Andrew Johnson Bank, Ricky Wittenberg, Lou Decker Property Group, Keller Williams Realty. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Thrill does not even begin to describe this feeling here tonight. South Green, Chucky Doak set to square off for the second time this season in front of a packed crowd here in Lower Afton. We'll get into the matchup in just a few seconds, but enough can't be said about the crowd on hand here tonight. The excitement leading up to this game. It's been a game that I've personally circled on my calendar since the last game, and I've had that one circled all season. These two teams finally set to square off now at Chucky Doak, where some could say some weird things happen when these two teams get together, especially some late game antics. Jacob Willett, game winners, buzzer beaters, they're all, not too far from what this historical rivalry has shown us in the past. And we saw last time out Chucky Doak falling to South Green at South Green High School. South Green coming back. Of course, the details, the 20-point deficit in the second half, 13-point deficit to start the fourth quarter. Didn't matter. for Coach Hosey and his bunch. They came out with a point to prove in that fourth quarter. Since then, they've been red hot. South Green, the visitors in here tonight, coming in with a record of 20-5, 7-1 in District 1 AA play. They're riding a one-game winning streak. They've won 8 of their last 9. Taking a look at their schedule at a glance, of course, we'll go after that 81-77 victory over Chucky Doak. They followed that up with an equally entertaining game at Hampton, and we talked about how hard of a place it was to play at Hampton. They went in 3 overtimes, 92-90 the final, as they traveled to Hampton, a game removed from the 20-point second-half comeback. They follow that up, falling to Dobbins-Bennett, who, mind you, they already beat in the year. They followed to Dobbins-Bennett 63-71 at home. They beat Dobbins-Bennett at the Tribe Athletic Complex earlier in the year. That's a whole nother story. Why are they playing at the Tribe Athletic Complex? I also just learned that a few days ago. Anyways, we move on. They follow that up, their last outing, a 74-36 stomping of Happy Valley this Tuesday to close out their month of January. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been an impressive month of January. Just one loss, or make that 2 losses. The losses to Crockett and DB, the only 2 losses on their schedule in January. Outside of that, I believe they were 9-2, but 20-5 record, 7-1 in district play. The Rebels led by head coach Terry Hosey. Now for the Chucky Doak boys on the other end of the spectrum, the Rebels opponents here tonight, they come into the contest with a record of 15-7, 6-1 in District 1 AA play. 3-game winning streak for the Black Knights. They've won 8 of their last 9. They're led by head coach Sam Burrows. Now their last outing was a 58-52 game against West Green, game in which they won at West Green. So the game removed from then defeating West Green 74-45 here at home. They struggled with it West Green early, actually trailed by 8 at the end of the first quarter, and then they used a big second half run to distance themselves from the Buffaloes. But a couple games before that, after South Green, they knocked off Happy Valley 75-54 here at home, 79-50, game in which included some pretty crazy things. If you've ever been to Mountain City, you know those people up there are really into basketball. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, Chucky Doak playing equally as good basketball as South Green. That South Green lost their lone blemish in the last 9 games. The only thing standing in the way of a 10-game win streak for Chucky Doak. Chucky Doak, though, looking to prove a point here tonight. They're still in contention for that number 1 seed in regular season conference play. They can inch that much closer to securing a share of the title with a win here tonight. They'll be looking to do that and play spoiler to these red-hot Rebels. That's up next. Chucky Doak boys and South Green boys as you listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
Food. It's what makes our world go round. That's why there's an authentic butcher shop in every store where certified Angus beef is hand-cut every day. Nobody does food like Food City.
This week, save on Food City Fresh Lean Ground Round, $4.99 a pound for 3 pounds or more. Jonah Gold Apples, 99 cents a pound. Campbell's Chunky Soup or Food Club Shredded or Chunk Cheese, buy one, get one free, and more. Certain restrictions apply.
Ricky Wittenberg here from the Ludecker Property Group, Keller Williams Realty. In this flashy world of real estate, I believe in keeping real estate real. For years, I've treated every client like family. No gimmicks, no flashy suits, just real estate done right. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for a property manager, trust in someone who puts your needs first. Call our office today at 423-433-6500 or call me at 423-444-0454. Experience real estate in its realest form.
Greene County Basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Chucky Doak High School, just a few moments away from tip-off. Opening starters are in. Same 5 for South Green. We'll see TJ Buckner, Jace Roger, Caden Fillers, Cooper Kelly, and Woody Hickson. Similar 5 for Chucky Doak as well as they trot out Brayson Mervin, Brock Rush, Isaiah Treadway, Luke Myers, and the big man, 6'9" senior, Christian Derry. Derry and Buckner tipping off against each other. These two teams, it's no question. They don't like each other. Cross-county rivalry. Only thing that separates them is 107 cutoff and a lot of miles. They made that trip over here today. Chucky Doak Only thing that's been on their mind these last 8 days is vengeance. From the last time out, these two teams, they got a bad taste in their mouth through the Black Knights, looking to get rid of it with a win here tonight. And we are almost on our way. Chuckadoke wins the opening tip. Brock Rush with it. Black Knights heading left to right as you view it. Matthew Plaza here elevated courtside at Chuckadoke High School, joined in studio by game station engineer Dylan Vance. Wherever you are viewing or watching this game, listening to it, we thank you for tuning in here tonight. Rebels get started on the board first. It's Caden Fillers, Woody Hickson with the steal on the defensive end, and it's Caden Fillers to provide our first points of the ball game here. Again, packed crowd here at Chuckadoke High School. Believe we're at or perhaps even beyond capacity in the gym, and Treadway's layup on the other end misses off the reverse lay-in. Can't get that one to go. Roger pushes it up court. Gets it down low to Fillers, working on Derry. He'll swing it out back to Roger. In the corner, over to Cooper Kelly. The lethal lefty on the right side in front of the Chuckadoke student section. Down low to Roger. He'll get that snatched away by Brock Rush. He loses it, and that will be a carry for Brock Rush. Understandable, though. Emotions running high. Probably the biggest game in your high school career on a Chuckadoke team that's filled with seniors. I mean, I believe they've got the banners up here, the 10 seniors, possibly even 11, with their whole entire starting lineup filled with seniors. All the reserves that come in, you see here tonight, they're all seniors. This game means a lot to them, and it means that much more if they're able to get a win in front of a packed house here tonight. Kelly, three from the corner, and that one bounces high and up, off and into the hands of Caden Fillers, who gets the offensive board. Bonus possession for the Rebels. Roger follows that up with a miss. Rebels go 0 for 2 from the field. Fast break lay-in, no good by Brayson Mervin, and we head the other way. Bugner handling the ball, kicks it to the corner to Woody Hickson. He'll drive baseline, crossover on Rush, stop on the block, pivot out, lofts it up to Jace Roderick, picked up by Luke Myers. Roderick just inside half court, he'll swing it over left side to Woody Hickson. Hickson over to Fillers, that one pokes free out of Fillers' hands by Christian Derry. Gets that steal on the possession. Chuckadoke will now have the basketball. 2 minutes in to this opening quarter. South Green leading Chuckadoke 2-0 to this point. They get it down low to Derry. Single coverage. I mean, I tell you, you got to stick two on Derry. He's so tall. Usually he just uses that drop step, the baby hook. Usually is automatic. Now he misses that one, but he draws the foul and heads to the free throw line. If you're going to be successful tonight, if you're Chuckadoke, you got to copy the game plan that you've seen in games this year, like University, when you beat them the second time, like games against North Green, and even that first half against South Green, where you got it down low into Derry's hands and just let him work from that low post. He's going to have a mismatch on him at all times here tonight. Caden Filler is going to be on his back for the majority of this one. Now, they'll bring help over, but you got to make sure that they bring help over. If you're going to bring Feast all night, he's going to have another 50-point game. But you force other people to come help on defense. There's opportunities for your other players in the offense. Roger drives here, short corner. Jumper won't go. Off far end into the hands of Brock Rush. And Rush will get called for the travel. It's the correct call. I know the Chuckadoke fans are voicing their displeasure about it, but it was the right call. Things tied up 2-2 here. 5:38 left. South Green basketball off the Chuckadoke turnover. Hickson off the give and go on the inbound. He'll back down Rush, swing it over to Fillers. Corner three taken by TJ Buckner. Doesn't take a lot of those. Also doesn't make a lot of those. He'll miss that one far end. Will TJ Buckner. And Brock Rush will head it up court in between the rings. Guarded by Roger. Cutting in and out of traffic. Lay in with the left hand. Won't go, but right at the rim will be Christian Derry. Gets the friendly roll, and Christian Derry has all four of his team's first 4 points. And so Chuckadoke answers that 2-0 start by the Rebels with a 4-0 run of their own. 5 minutes left to go here in our opening quarter. Roderick into the front court here, right side. Nice backdoor cut there by Cooper Kelly. He'll dish it off over to Caden Fillers. He'll get fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. This one likely going against Christian Derry, who was guarding him. It will be against Christian Derry. Another key for the Black Knights is just keeping the big man out of foul trouble here tonight. If you can do that, you got more than a chance of knocking off these red-hot Rebels. 20-5 on the season is South Green. Just that one blemish in conference play, or in district play, I should say, on the season. Missing the first at the stripe was Caden Fillers. He's got 2 South Green's points here tonight. thus far, and he'll make the second one, make it 3 points for Fillers as he cuts the deficit in half. Nick Palazzo checks into the ball game for the first time tonight for the Black Knights. He'll give Christian Derry an early rest after he picked up his first foul, his first personal foul, on that previous possession. Sam Riddle also into the game for the Black Knights. Luke Myers, he'll look for Isaiah Treadway on the baseline. He won't miss that one. It'll be Palazzo missing the putback attempt as well. So Black Knights get 2 chances to score. Won't connect on either of them. Pull up 3 in transition. Cooper Kelly picking up right where he left off that second half against Chucky Doak the previous game. Lights out that entire second half. He had 33 points, 13 points in that fourth quarter, I believe. And he had 20-something points in the entire second half. Love watching that young man play. 3 ball the other way. And Brayson Mervin's going to answer with a triple of his own. 3s flying here rampantly at Chucky Doak High School so far. Rebel basketball now in the front court. Hickson in the corner, picked up by Riddle. Hickson will drive baseline, back him down, spin in the lane, put up a shot, contested, won't go, but that one gets knocked down in the hands of Buckner. Kelly will have it now, down low to Fillers in the short corner. Roger, wraparound pass, gonna get intercepted, taken the other way by Brayson Mervin. Good look at the rim there by the Black Knights, and they'll find Nick Palazzo. Feed him down low as they continue to the trend, getting the ball down low to their big men. And Chucky Doak has built a 3-point lead, 9-6. They lead it with 3:20 left to go. Fast-paced, high-octane matchup here on hand here tonight. It's been everything as advertised so far. Cooper Kelly pull-up jumper from the foul line. God, I love the way that kid plays. Such a quick release from the left hand of Cooper Kelly. The lethal lefty, as we've been calling him all season. He's proved that time and time again this year. Riddle with it the other way. He'll swing it left side. Luke Myers on the wing, picked up by Kelly. They'll find Mervin in the corner. Palazzo going to work down low. Now Treadway finds an open Sam Riddle. Sharpshooter from the corner won't be able to make the 3, but Mervin's going to wrest it away for an offensive board. Now he'll drive in the paint, find an open Treadway for 3. No. That one bounces high and in the hands of Caden Fillers. So a missed 3 from Treadway and Riddle will lead to Roderick driving the floor in transition. He'll miss this one in transition as well. 3. Cooper Kelly, this one bounces off back iron. Won't go for Kelly. And wrestling for it on the ground is Treadway and Buckner. Jump ball called, arrow favors the Rebels. Got so many names on this Chucky Doak roster. They've got a full bench over there. It's hard to navigate through all these stats with the lengthy roster as they have. Inbound goes to Kelly. Inside 3-point arc, he'll settle for the jumper. This one rims out. TJ Buckner tries to snatch that one down. That won't go either. And wrestling to the ground was Luke Myers and I believe TJ Buckner. And Buckner will get called for his first personal foul. We'll head the other way with it. Chucky Doak basketball. They lead it by 1. 9-8. 2:10 left to play here in our opening quarter. Sam Riddle going to walk it across the stripe, setting up the half-court offense for the Black Knights. In comes Chandler Gamble, a name many of you might not have heard before, but new to the South Green team as well. Missed 3-pointer there by Brayson Mervin. Chandler Gamble, the mid-year transfer out of Knox Halls, was able to get on in the month of January at South Green. Played his first game against West Green a couple weeks ago. Gamble backs down Palazzo. Fader in the lane, won't go. This one bouncing off into the hands of Hickson, who gets the offensive rebound. He'll kick it out to Gamble in the corner. Deep 3 here, taken by Buckner. This one off the mark as well from TJ Buckner. Timeout taken by Coach Burrows. We'll step aside for 30. Return then. 1:33 left in this first quarter. It's Chucky Doak 9, South Green 8.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, they are always looking for ways to help their customers save. So this month, be sure to stop into your local Marathon Quick Stop Market and take advantage of these great deals. Quick Stop Riblet Sandwich, 2 for $5. Dr. Enough 12-ounce, 2 for $2.50. Standard and king-size candy bars, buy 2, save 50 cents. Red Bull 12-ounce, 2 for $6. All of this and more available at your locally owned and operated Marathon Quick Stop Markets. Run in when you run out.
Greene County Basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Well, it's been a little bit low scoring than we imagined coming in, but with 90 seconds left in this first quarter, Chuggadoke will have a chance to distance themselves a little bit further from South Greene. They lead it by 1, 9-8 to score. Chuggadoke basketball out of the break. Bachman in for the Black Knights. He'll try a three here, miss far side. Jace Roderick gets the board. The other way goes Hickson, down low to Gamble. Gamble, shot from a few feet out. They're going to fall true. Chandler Gamble has his first points here tonight. Gives South Greene the lead back. 10-9, they lead it. A minute left to go in this opener. Myers with the right side front court. Kelly comes out to guard him. Bauman in the corner. Wraparound pass down low to Derry. And Derry making light work of the defense there. Continues his scorching start. He's got 6 of Chuggadoke's 11, and he gets the lead back for the Black Knights. Right side here is Hickson. He'll get it to Gamble, top of the key. Swings left to Buckner. Derry giving him quite a bit of space. They'll get it down low to Gamble now on that post. Working against Palazzo. He'll spin, put it up with his left, and a foul called. Counted and 1. Chandler Gamble heads to the foul line. That foul going against Nick Palazzo, his first on the night. Team foul number 2. Not a lot of team fouls to go around, just 3 combined so far in this opening quarter as Isaiah Treadway checks back into the ball game. Checking out Nick Palazzo. Chandler Gamble at the free throw line, having just gotten the lead back for the Rebels. They'll have a chance to convert the three-point play here. 12-11, South Greene leads Chuggadoke by 1. And he will convert the three-point play. 13-11 now the score. South Greene ahead in the early going. In comes Jace Roderick once again for the Rebels. Out comes TJ Buckner. Chuggadoke looking to tie or take the lead on this possession. Could see the last shot of this first quarter if the Knights decide to hold it. Derry on the low post. He'll find an open Luke Myers. Corner three, good. Luke Myers turns to the bench and shushes him. What a shot by the senior wing in Myers. Had those 2 technical fouls called him in that first matchup between these 2 teams. Looking for a little extra motivation here tonight, and Fillers will pour it in from a few feet out. That one good. A half-court heave by Isaiah Treadway, going to fall just a bit short. And to the second we go. At the end of 1, it's been exciting. South Greene leads Chuggadoke 15-14. Second quarter of action on your way after this as you continue to listen to Greene County Basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee.
And chainsaws and more. Top brands, big selection, and factory direct savings. See Miles Kilday and his team beside Pals at 3305 East Andrew Johnson Highway. Online at greenoutdoor.com.
Greene County Basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Just starting our second quarter, it was a 3-ball missed by Brayson Mervin down low. Foul going the other way, going against Christian Derry. Might spell some bad news for Chuggadoke fans. Derry picking up that first personal early into that first quarter. Had to exit for a few minutes. Also picking up his second personal 15 seconds in to this second quarter. But we welcome you back here at Chuggadoke High School. First quarter that went back and forth, seesaw action. 15-14 though. South Greene comes out on the better end of it. They lead by 1. Fillers swings it left. Roderick held scoreless that first quarter. He'll miss his first shot of the second as well. Roderick now 0 of 4 from the field to start the game. Mervin in transition. He'll get it to Rush. Rush kicks it to an open Myers. Myers passes up on the shot attempt. Hickson instead to rush. Top of the key here, back to Mervin. Roderick tempting him to shoot it, and instead it'll be a rocket pass off the shoulder of Derry into the hands of Cooper Kelly. He'll lob it up to Hickson in transition. Corner three, taken and made. Woody Hickson gave him an inch of space, and he paid for it. Did Chucky Doe. 18-14. South Green out to a 4-point lead to start this second quarter off the right hand of Woody Hickson. Beautiful shot there from the corner gives South Green the 4-point edge. Chucky Doe looking to answer here. On the elbow is Myers. Jace Roger going to get called for the foul. His first personal of the ball game. Team foul number 1 against the Rebels. Baseline inbound here for the Knights. Luke Myers to handle those duties. He'll get it into Derry, left corner, guarded by Kelly. He'll set the screen for Myers. Myers fits it into Rush. Rush working on Gamble, goes up in between two different Rebels, Fillers and Gamble, and draw the foul. In the process, he'll head to the free throw line. This one going to go against Caden Fillers as he picks up his first personal. In returns, I should say, TJ Buckner to the ball game. Buckner and Roderick with a combined 0 points thus far. Usually two surefire, point scorers in this South Green offense, held in check for the better half of that first quarter. South Green, however, still in front of Chucky Doe by 3. Brock Rush makes the first from the stripe. Start his trip. Second one on its way. That one going to fall true for the 5'9" senior. And we head to the other end. 6.5 remaining. South Green leading by 2. 18-16 the score. Roderick walks it up. Mervin comes out to pick him up. Knights run a man-to-man look. Gamble 3 from the corner. This one bounces high and off of the hands of Hickson. That one goes out of bounds. They say Luke Myers touched it last. Correct call. No arguments here. South Green basketball. 18-16, 2-point lead for the Rebels. Gamble off the inbound. He'll pull up from 15 feet out. This one misses short into the hands of Brayson Mervin off the Gamble miss. Rush in transition. He'll get it to Treadway. Treadway loses it off his foot. Out of bounds it goes. And South Green will have the ball once again off another Chucky Doe turnover. In transition, here's Gamble. Beating Derry down the floor. He'll put it up with his left. This one too soft off the glass. Derry gets the miss. So stout on defense is Christian Derry. He's been so good all year. He'll give up a couple of threes on opponents, but he'll never beat him inside, and he'll go to work on the offensive end. Turnaround baby hook. This one a rare miss from Derry on the offensive end. He's got 6 points thus far. Roderick in transition now. Foul is called. This one going against the defense. They'll get Brayson Mervin on that one. Mervin being called for his first personal. 18-16, Jace Roderick heads to the free throw line, looking for his first points of the ball game. Making it is Roderick. Roderick, another player with a stellar performance their last outing against Chucky Doe. Gamble gets the offensive rebound off the second. Roderick miss, and it gets rejected by Derry. Huge block there by the big man. Rim protector, the definition, and he can do it in all ways. He'll hit a 3 going the other way. Christian Derry, take a turn, young man. Timeout. Coach Broyle will take a step aside. 5:25 left before we reach the half. Things knotted up, 19 apiece.
Roto-Rooter isn't just a drain service company. Roto-Rooter is North America's #1 residential plumber. From your toilet, faucets, sinks, garbage disposal, shower, dishwasher, washing machines, or hot water heater, Roto-Rooter technicians will arrive quickly to your home, driving a Roto-Rooter vehicle stocked with all of the necessary equipment, tools, and knowledge to resolve any home plumbing problem. Call Roto-Rooter at 639-1221 with all of your plumbing and drain needs.
At Baileyton Drug Company, you can now get same-day prescriptions, tested treatment for many common health concerns. We offer testing for COVID, flu, strep, and RSV. We also provide a variety of urgent care services and general health checks. See our pharmacist today at 515 Van Hill Road in Baileyton, online at BaileytonDrugCompany.com or by calling 528-4258. Baileyton Drug Company, where you're a neighbor, not a number.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
19-19, things all tied up here as we welcome you back to Chuggadoke High School. We last saw that Christian Derry 3 to tie things up at 19. Now the Rebels will have it, looking to answer on offense. Another block by Derry, again against Gamble. He puts up the corner 3. This one gets blocked out of bounds by Derry, and he lets out a raucous roar at the end of that one. He's feeling it so far this first half. He's got 9 points and a pair of blocks to speak of in this first half of play. He's on Chandler Gamble duty, and he's got 4 straight misses out of Gamble. Make it 5 as he gets another block out of bounds. Christian Derry, what a performer. 4:50 left to play. You gotta love Christian Derry. 19-19, the score remains. Christian Derry, the one-man wrecking crew, both sides of the court. Gamble three-pointer, and this one misses. Left side, Luke Myers drills it in. Gamble over his last 5 shots. 4.5 to play. Chuggadoke looking to take the lead back on this possession. Brock Rush into the front court. He'll swing it left side to Isaiah Treadway. Cooper Kelly comes out to guard him. He'll swing to Luke Myers in that corner. Back out to Treadway. Nearly lost it. He'll cross over on Kelly. Head to his left. Hand it off to Myers. That 2-3 zone that Coach Hosey and his crew typically run. Causing Chuggadoke to stumble at times here this first half. As Treadway misses the jumper right there. This one gets poked free, taken the other way. In transition, it's Grayson Mervin. Easy finger roll finish at the rim. And just like that, Chuggadoke takes the lead back, 21-19. Christian Derry making play after play on the defensive end. Another block down low. Jace Roderick walks it up. Moving against Mervin. This one up and rims out. Unfriendly roll for Jace Roderick. Still has yet to make a field goal in this first half. That foul going to go against Grayson Mervin, He picks up his second personal. Team foul number 2. Nick Palazzo sets to re-enter from the scores table. Jace Roderick heads to the foul line. Here to shoot 2. Look to tie things up at 21 apiece. 3:45 left here before we reach the half. He'll miss the first. Remember from that first game between these two, pair of technical fouls gave Roderick a rare 5-point play opportunity. He made 4, each followed by a stare at the Chuggadoke bench as Will Arwood enters the game for the first time tonight for the Rebels, but he ended up missing that 5th one, unable to complete the 5-point play opportunity. Making the second, though, is Jace Roderick. Now 2 points in the game for him, all coming from that foul shot, or the foul line, 21-20, Chuggadoke leads it by 1. Now on the offensive end, Brock Rush heads up court. Again, that coveted 2-3 zone for the Rebels. Not giving an inch. Left side, here's Riddle. Good ball movement here by the Knights. Back out to Rush inside the rings. Over to Myers once again. Knights killing some clock on this possession. Coach Burrell's no stranger to consuming possessions, just eating up that clock. Nice little baby hook here down low by Sam Riddle. Great feed by Palazzo as well. Riddle with his first points of the game. Cooper Kelly, stop and pop 3 in transition. His second of the game. He says, hold on. I won't let you get that too far ahead of me. Now tying things up at 23 apiece. Just under 3 to play here. Cooper Kelly, really special to watch. Rush now over to Palazzo. Left wing 3 taken by Riddle. He answers right back on the other end. Sam Riddle, 5 straight points out of him on 2 straight possessions. In transition, Kelly looking to respond. And this one misses far side. Offensive foul. We go the other way. Sam Riddle overcome with emotions here. He's feeling himself. That one's going to go against Woody Hickson of the Rebels. He picks up his first personal. Team foul number 3 for the Rebels. 26-23, Knights lead it after the big 3 by Sam Riddle. Stepping up in a big-time spot here for the Knights in the quarter. 2:15 left to play here before we reach the half. Rush across the stripe. Palazzo comes up to set the screen. He'll come off of it left side. Kick to Treadway, get it down low to Derry. One man on him. He'll put the fader up, but that won't fall. Buckner gets it off the Derry miss. Kelly, that one gets tipped out of bounds, and they say it's off of Kelly last of the South Green faithful. We'll head the other way. 26-23. It's been a entertaining first half, to say the least. Fireworks, both sides. Shots made, both sides. He'll move it left. Luke Myers down low to Riddle. No look ball game. Couldn't have come at a better time for the Knights. Puts them ahead by 6, their largest lead of the night so far. Roderick taking it up court. Nice backdoor cut there by Hickson. Reverse layup up and bouncing out for Hickson. Rush will take it up court a little bit slower this time. Looking to kill a little bit of clock. 1:15 left in this second quarter. Treadway left side front court. Kelly comes out to meet him. Just inside half court. Knights going to that four corners look. The Dean Smith special. Coach Burrows has it in his arsenal. Usually runs it at the end of halves, such as these. You got that 6-point lead. You want to nurse it all the way down to that one last shot, as he's doing so now. Left side with it. Here's Rush. He'll drive, put it up, and a foul will erase the shot attempt. That'll be on the floor. Team foul number 4 for the Rebels. That's going to go against Will Arwood. Nick Palazzo, Chandler Gamble return to the game for their respective teams. Will Arwood, Christian Derry take a seat on the bench. 42 seconds remain till that halftime buzzer. Inbound goes to Treadway. Corner three again. Treadway for 3. Absolute fanfare here at Chuckett Oak High School. Another shot from beyond the arc falling for the Knights. Roderick, the floater in the lane. This one a bit too strong. Knocked out to Buckner. Over to Gamble. Deep 2. Taken and rimming out of Gamble. The Black Knights feeling it this first half. They're making shots. They're making plays on defense. And they're getting the crowd involved here early. 2 misses that possession for South Green. Haven't shot the ball effectively in the quarter. Brock Rush will head the other way after the foul going against Arwood. .21 seconds left. Brock Rush at the foul line, looking to make it a 10-point lead, and he'll miss the first. Rush 2 of 3 at the foul line in the ball game. Jace Roderick exits. Charlie Lane, really the utility, Swiss Army knife, if you will, for the South Green team, comes in. He's played some quality minutes for the Rebels so far this season. And Rush will miss the second one as well. Rebels up and moving. Hickson gets the rebound. He'll kick it up court to Charlie Lane. He's got a free look at the rim. This one missing, though. Gamble gets his miss and puts it in for his first points of the quarter. 8 seconds to work with. Treadway into the front court. He's got the hot hand. He'll spin around from the baseline, get called for the walk. Chuckett Oak turns it over. Just under 5 seconds left to go. 4.2 to be exact. And South Green facing a 7-point deficit. We'll look for points with 4 seconds to go. Kelly off the inbound. 35-footer. No. And that is how we end the half. South Green has dealt with deficits like this before this season, especially against their opponent. We'll see what they have this second half. But at the end of the first, it's Chuckett Oak 32, South Green 25. Some room to make up for the Rebels. We'll go to a break, return with stats and analysis on the other end as you listen.
For more than 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing, Tommie's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommie's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term.
pizza, pancakes, or donuts. The Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Hometown Realty of Greenville is selling Greenville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greenville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greenville today, 423-639-2345.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Sand Meat Market, your ultimate meat destination. Step into Sand Meat Market for a curated selection of steaks, lamb, goat, and other quality foods. Each cut is meticulously crafted to exceed your expectations, promising a dining experience like no other. Elevate your dining experience and visit Sand Meat Market today. Indulge in the exceptional quality and taste that only Sand Meat Market can provide. Join us on this culinary journey and savor the difference.
a look at some other area teams in action tonight. It was West Green girls falling to Hampton 18-66 as they went on the road to play at Hampton. Over in North Green area, it was Clallan knocking off the North Green girls 41-27 in that one. Now we can try and find some boys scores, and we will get those to you here. Hampton leading West Green 36-14 at the half in boys action. Still no score on that Happy Valley Johnson County game or the Cloudland North Green boys game, but we'll try to get those scores to you as soon as possible. That will do it for our halftime report. Coming up, the second half between Chuckadoke and South Green. Knights leading by 7. Second half of action on your way after this as you continue to listen to Greene County basketball on 103.1 WIKQ.
Ricky Wittenberg here from the Ludecker Property Group, Keller Williams Realty. In this flashy world of real estate, I believe in keeping real estate real. For years, I've treated every client like family. No gimmicks, no flashy suits, just real estate done right. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for a property manager, trust in someone who puts your needs first. Call our office today at 423-433-6500 or call me at 423-444-0454. Experience real estate in its realest form.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, they are always looking for ways to help their customers save. So this month, be sure to stop into your local Marathon Quick Stop Market and take advantage of these great deals. Quick Stop Riblet Sandwich, 2 for $5. Dr. Enough 12-ounce, 2 for $2.50. Standard and king-size candy bars, buy 2, save 50 cents. Red Bull 12-ounce, 2 for $6. All of this and more available at your locally owned and operated Marathon Quick Stop Markets. Run in when you run out.
Greene County Basketball with Matthew Palazzo.
North Green, South Green, West Green, Chuckadoke.
Brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Marathon Quick Stop Markets, Food City, Roberts Furniture and Mattress Gallery, Hometown Realty and Auction, Greenville Federal Bank, Greenville Energy Authority, Roto-Rooter of Greenville, Marsh Propane, Bayleton Drug Company, Andrew Johnson Bank, Ricky Wittenberg, Ludecker Property Group, Keller Williams Realty. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Welcome back as we start our second half here at Chuckadoke High School. Christian Derry getting things going for Chuckadoke. He's our first scorer in double figures here tonight with 11. South Green with a miss to start things off in the second half, and Derry responds with a 2 on the other end. Filler's 3-ball misses there. Luke Myers punches it out into the hands of Jace Roderick. Still looking for his first field goal of the night is Roderick, but he will head to the line. Have to earn the 2 the hard way on that one. Luke Myers getting whistled for the foul there. After the Fillers miss, Roderick with the drive to the rim. Gets a chance to come away with 2. Missing the first, though, is Jace Roderick. It's 2 of 5 on the night from the foul line. Now 2 of 6 after he goes 0 for 2 to start this third quarter. 7 minutes remaining within the quarter. 34-25, Black Knights lead. Front court, here's Brock Rush. He'll swing it right side. Luke Myers, 3-ball taken, made! Oh my! Luke Myers, 3-ball right in front of the Chuckadoke student section. Kelly now in transition. His second 3 of the night, by the way. Kelly will now back down on Myers, put up the contested jumper. 8 feet out. Cooper Kelly, automatic. That's right in his wheelhouse. He'll be the second scorer in double figures here tonight. Now he has 10 to lead the Rebels in scoring. Chuckadoke with the basketball. They lead it by 10. Left side here. Rush from the corner. He'll drive baseline on Hickson. Contested layup. Going to hit the bottom of the rim. Won't fall for the point guard. Roderick now driving. Open is Woody Hickson for the 3. Won't be able to get it. And Mervin will come down on the receiving end of that rebound. Treadway just inside half court, holding on to it. Roger comes out to guard him. Passes it into Mervin. He'll dish it off late to Myers. Up top to Treadway. And the 3 just barely squeaking out on that one. In transition here, Hickson poked free by Treadway. He's in the front court. Duncan! Hey! Will will take it. Isaiah Treadway, not quite a dunk, but he'll get the 2 all the same. 39-27. Stop and pop 3 by Cooper Kelly, gonna fall short. Coach Hosey wants a timeout, and we'll step aside with him. 39-27, Black Knights lead, 5:28 left in the third quarter.
Trust you'll know what to do with the funds when you get them. Stop in and see us about an all-purpose loan. Greenville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community-minded, just like you.
Here's great news from your local Ford Nissan store. Gateway Ford and Gateway Nissan in Greenville. Selection is way up and prices are way down during our 2023 closeout sale, when your trade-in may be worth $5,000 to $10,000 over book value. And when you get rebates and discounts up to $15,000 off retail, we're talking epic savings for you and your family. Plus, we'll beat any deal from any other Nissan or Ford dealer and offer a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary maintenance. Only at Gateway Ford and Gateway Nissan, Highway 11E in Greenville.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Chugging Oak opens the second half on a 7-2 run. Knights are 3 of 5 shooting from the field to open things up this second half of action. Rebels, on the other hand, just 1 of 4. Looking to change that out of the Hosey timeout. Rush, though, losing it here. Kelly diving on the hardwood. Treadway will get it. Derry up court and lays it in. At the rim is Christian Derry. Now a 9-2 run for Chucky Doe. Gamble in transition in the corner here. He'll be picked up by Mervin. Top of the key here is Fillers. He'll swing it right side to Kelly. Got to be careful with a guy like Kelly on your team. If you're Chucky Doe, can't let him get hot. As you saw in that last matchup between the two teams, as Gamble gets fouled here, heads to the free throw line. But you got to limit the star potential out of South Green this second half if you're Sam Burrows and you want to win this basketball game. Can't let Cooper Kelly and Jace Roger get South Green back into this game. You got to, if that is to happen, you got to make it come from the players like Fillers or Buckner or Gamble, players that aren't accustomed to putting up those 20-plus point performances. Gamble missing the first off the front end. Woody Hickson, one of those names that can turn a game around instantly as well. He's got that game-changing ability, that X factor, if you want to call it. Check it out. I must say, doing a much better job on the perimeter, defending these South Green guards here tonight. Have been limiting their shots and the efficiency of those shots to a high degree. In transition are the Black Knights. Treadway losing control of it. He'll regain possession. Put it up, and that one bounces off. On the floor now, Gamble reaches down and grabs it. Miss from Treadway. Leads to a South Green fast break. Gamble, Euro step in the lane. Guarded by Treadway. He'll head to the free throw line once again. 41-27. Chugging Oak leading by 14. That foul going against Derry, I believe, who picks up his third personal. Not something you want to see if you are a Chucky Oak fan. Gamble missing his third straight foul shot. 7 points for Chandler Gamble here today. 4:36 remaining here in quarter number 3. Gamble's second shot on its way. This one going to roll around in after the friendly roll. Mark his 8th point of the ball game. Knights take over, leading by 13. Treadway lofts it up for Riddle. Over to Treadway. Top of the key, 3, miss. Rebound snatched out of the upper stratosphere by Buckner. Kelly tries to thread the needle, unable to do so. Treadway falls down with it. And he'll get called for the foul here. Pick up his first personal of the ball game. Make that his second personal. Couple of substitutions made here for Chucky Oak. We see Brock Rush re-enter. Nick Palazzo re-enter the game. Out comes Brayson Mervin and Luke Myers. Myers got things started this second half with that big three-pointer to start the third. Nobody covers Caden Fillers off the inbound, and that's about as easy of a 2 as he'll get all night. 7 points for Caden Fillers as he cuts the deficit to 11. Rush, Riddle walking the ball up. Over to Rush, across the stripe. Back to Palazzo. Rush driving to the rim. This one tipped out, taken the other way by South Green. Gamble. Numbers advantage for the Rebels. Kelly, 3 from the corner, gonna bang it in. Cooper for Kelly, his third trade of the day. 13 points, and what did we say? You can't let that guy get hot because he'll make you pay. 41-33, now a single-digit lead for the Black Knights after the Kelly 3 cuts it to an 8-point lead. 3.5 left to play here in the quarter. Oh, man, don't let Kelly hit a couple threes. I'll get up out of my chair. Left side front court here is Riddle. He'll drive in the lane. Kick it out to Treadway. Treadway nearly losing control. Instead, it'll be Brock Rush settling for a nice mid-range jumper from 16 feet out. Don't see a lot of those in Brock Rush's game, but when you do, they look good. Right side with it. Hillers picks up his dribble in the paint, gets it out to Gamble. Palazzo comes out to guard him, hands it off to Kelly. Kelly thought about taking the three, passed up on it, and an offensive foul will be called against Chandler Gamble. Again, this Chuck E. Oak crowd playing a big factor here tonight. Absolutely deafening in the gym this evening. That foul going to be the first against Chandler Gamble. Another turnover for South Green. Just under 3 minutes to play here. 43-33, Knights lead it by 10. Into the front court, here's Myers, and a foul will be called once again against the Rebels. This one going against Woody Hickson as he picks up his second personal of the match. Team foul number 2 for the Rebels in the quarter. Sideline inbound for them right in front of the Chuck E. Oak student section as they head right to left. Down they look for Derry. He's draped and covered by Maroon. Doesn't matter. Over top the traffic. Christian Derry. Again, you put 2 on him, you put 3 on him like you did there. Doesn't matter. He's going to put the ball in the basket. Hickson drives here, gets taken to the ground. Going to be a foul call going against the Knights. This one finding Samuel Riddle. That'll be personal number 1 for Riddle. Team foul number 5 against Chuck E. Oak. To the free throw line we go. Woody Hickson to shoot the bonus foul shots for the Rebels. Again, taking another pause here to wipe up a wet spot underneath the South Green basket. Back to the action we go. Woody Hickson at the foul line. Had a score of interest in the area as well after Hickson misses that one from the stripe. It's Greenville knocking off Granger 73-50. Greenville clinches the conference title with the win, their 5th straight conference title. Trey Thompson with 25 points, 10 rebounds in the 23-point Greenville win. Hickson goes 1 for 2. Makes it an 11-point game. Chuck E. Oak basketball off of Hickson's free throws. Rush and Riddle in the backcourt. They walk it up for the Knights. Riddle tries to cut through traffic, and a walk will be called going against Sam Riddle. South Green inch by inch making up some momentum. Grayson Mervin checks back into the basketball game. Sam Riddle exits. And in typical Sam Burrows fashion, you make a mistake, you get pulled out of the game. Not sure I agree with that philosophy, but that's neither here nor there. Roderick now losing it on the right side of the front court. Poke free by Brock Rush off of Roderick glass, so it'll be Chuck E. Oak basketball. They regain possession fresh off their own turnover. Treadway to inbound the basketball. 45-34, the 11-point lead for Chuck E. Oak. 2:15 left on the clock. Myers fits it into Treadway, rising up over defender, and Treadway with the finger roll finish at the rim. Doesn't get much nicer than that. Roderick now on the other end. Rebels looking to move quick. He'll float it up to Buckner. Buckner's pass stolen by Myers. Buckner and Myers get tangled up in the backcourt. Foul is called. They got to get a leash on Luke Myers to keep him away from those Rebels. You know what happened last game with him. And he'll pick up his second personal. As long as it's just personals and not technicals, Luke Myers is fine. He's been good here tonight. 6 points on 2 3-pointers. TJ Buckner at the foul line to shoot 2 for South Green. 13-point deficit for the Rebels. They've been in this spot before against the same team. Buckner making the first. And that will be Buckner's first points of the ball game. It's been a slow night for Buckner. Hasn't had but those 2 shot attempts in that first period. Hasn't attempted any shots since then. Those being his first points coming from the free throw line. 47-36. Buckner cuts the lead to 11 for Chucky Doe. Treadway across the stripe to Rush. Back to Treadway, cutting through traffic. Rising up and over 2 defenders. Foul is called as they send Treadway to the hardwood. That foul going to go against TJ Buckner as he picks up his second personal. Team foul number 3 for the Rebels as Isaiah Treadway heads to the foul line. Treadway with 10 points, the most recent player in our ball game to reach double figures here tonight. And the first free throw will fall for Treadway. Has struggled at times this season from the foul line, but he'll make his first here as Caden Fillers exits the game for the Rebels. In comes Chandler Gamble. Here to shoot a second, Isaiah Treadway. And the second one will fall. They get 12 points for Isaiah Treadway. Roderick looking to answer. On the other end, he'll take it with his left in the paint. And a foul called against the Knights as he enters the lane. This one going to go against Brock Rush. Rush is going to pick up his first personal. Rebels again in the bonus, so they'll head to the free throw line. Jason Roderick to shoot 2. Roderick held to just 2 points here tonight. He's 2 of 5, or make it 2 of 6 from the foul line today, and he'll miss the first. Uncharacteristic night of free throw shooting for Jace Roderick. He's usually automatic from the stripe. This night, though, he's just 2 of 7. And he'll make the second. 3 points on the night for Jace Roderick. 49-37. Chucky Doe takes over, leading by 12. Treadway guarded by Hickson. Hickson's going to get popped for the personal. That's going to be personal foul number 3 against Woody Hickson. Sideline baseline, or sideline inbound for the Black Knights. It'll be Luke Myers. He'll lob it up to Brock Rush in the backcourt. He'll look to take it across. 90 seconds left to play here. Treadway saves that one from going out of bounds. Great athletic play there by Treadway. He'll kick it out to Mervin for a 3. This one bouncing high and off the mark as Mervin misses. Fader by Treadway will miss as well. Jump ball called in the low post as Myers gets tangled up with Buckner. Arrow points left. Chucky Doe retains possession. They lead by 12. 1:20 on the clock. Baseline inbound for the Knights. Myers will lob it up to Rush. Rush just inside half court, picked up by Jace Roderick. You kind of feel the tension building between these two teams. Not only after fouls, but just you know something big's about to happen, especially after the events of that first game. Mervin misses the 3. Shot blocked by Gamble down low. What a block. What a defensive play by Gamble. Black Knights get the rebound, though. They'll take it out deep. Treadway just inside half court, and an offensive foul. Going to be called against Luke Myers. You can't do it. On the illegal screen, he'll get popped for his 3rd personal foul. Inbound for the Rebels. Roderick and the Rebels trailing by 12. Hickson Eurostep in the lane, and a blocking foul will follow. We head to the line with Woody Hickson to shoot 2. This one going against Brock Rush, who picks up his 2nd personal foul. Haven't seen much of Christian Derry since about that 4-minute mark in the quarter, make it 5-minute mark in the quarter. He's got 3 personal fouls, so Coach Burrow's likely just saving him for that 4th quarter. Don't want him to pick up a 4th foul in this 3rd. Hickson's going to make that one from the line. Now 2 of 3 from the stripe is Woody Hickson. He's got 5 points in the ball game. Luke Myers checks out. In comes Sam Riddle. Hickson at the line to shoot a second. 45 seconds left in our 3rd quarter here. High arcing shot, this one falling. Hickson with 6 in the game thus far. Mervin, Treadway, and Rush in the backcourt, walking it up for the Knights. They get it across to Rush, to the corner to Palazzo. Over to Sam Riddle, and Riddle pours it in from a couple feet out. Nice look down low by Nick Palazzo to Sam Riddle. The second time those two have connected here tonight. The other way, though, is Jace Roderick getting his first shot. That's his first make from the field here tonight. Very uncharacteristic from Jace Roderick. Usually a bucket, usually pouring in several buckets to this point. Quick dish down low to Nick Palazzo, who puts it in off the quick flick. Roderick now, 5 seconds left to score. He'll take it with his right behind the back, gets poked free by Treadway. He'll float it up, and that one will bounce off the backboard. What a finish to this third quarter. Absolute fanfare in store for the fourth. The final quarter of play on your way after this. Chugging Oak leading South Green 53-54. Fourth quarter up after this on 103.1 WIKQ.
Hi, Mike Harrell here with a message from Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter is a big city name, but we are actually a locally owned and family operated business. When we come to your house, we bring state-of-the-art equipment and technology from Roto-Rooter to fix your problem right the first time. Roto-Rooter, often imitated, never duplicated. Call 636-ROTO. That's 636-ROTO. Roto-Rooter.
Feeling unwell? No worries. At Baileyton Drug Company, we can now prescribe treatment for common conditions that you might typically visit an urgent care for. It's simple and affordable. Come into our pharmacy or book your appointment online, answer a few questions, meet with our pharmacist, and receive your prescriptions. To schedule online, visit BaileytonDrugCompany.com or come in and see us at 515 Van Hill Road in Baileyton. Baileyton Drug Company, where you're a neighbor, not a number.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Big third quarter out of Chuckett Oak has them leading by 12 as we start our fourth and final quarter of play. It's been a good one so far, in for a good fourth quarter to follow as we start our deciding quarter of play. Cooper Kelly to start things off. He's going to miss a three-pointer right side here. Off the miss. Palazzo getting the rebound. Kicking it up to Brock Rush. 20 seconds in. 12-point lead for the Knights remaining. South Green's been in a similar spot, eerily similar at that. They get it down to Derry down low. The turnaround and the hook shot falls from 10 feet out. Christian Derry right in his wheelhouse. 17 points for the big man thus far tonight. Rebels go the other way. Roderick guarded by Rush. Roderick drives here, tries to put it up over Derry, but a foul will be called before he can get to the rim. This one going against Brock Rush. Brock Rush picking up personal foul number 3, I believe. Team foul number 1. 45 seconds in to this fourth quarter play. Inbound floated up to TJ Buckner. Palazzo comes out to guard him. He'll hand it back to Roderick. Jumper from the left elbow won't go. Luke Myers snatches that board. 7 minutes to go. Riddle, Rush, Myers, Palazzo, and Derry, the 5 on the court to start for the Black Knights. Myers now cutting in and out of traffic. This contested layup won't fall for Myers. Cooper Kelly now taking in transition. Nice contested layup at the rim. The finger roll finish. Cooper Kelly, he's got 15 in this one. It's Roderick, Hickson, Kelly, Buckner, and Fillers, the 5 on the floor to start the fourth for the Rebels. Across the stripe, here are the Knights. They get it down low to Derry. Derry, nice dime back to Riddle. Riddle backs things out. Finds Luke Myers open for a 3. No. Bounces off the back iron. Can't go for Luke Myers. 0 for 2 to start this third quarter is Myers. Buckner the other way. That's at Treadway. Buckner laying it in transition. His first shot, or his first make from the field on the night. He's got 4 points total. 55-45. Black Knight lead trimmed down to 10, and Coach Boros will take a timeout. We'll step aside with him, be back in a minute. 6 minutes left to go in this one. It's Chuggett Oak 55, South Green 45.
Hometown Realty of Greenville is celebrating 20 years as your hometown real estate firm. Times change, but our principles and dedication to our community have not. Thank you for 20 successful years, and we look forward to 20 more.
On behalf of our agents, we would like to thank you for helping make these past 20 years successful and look forward to working with you for many more.
Hi, I'm Jim. And I'm Tom. Roberts Furniture is having their year-end winter clearance event going on now. Come by and see our huge rug selection starting at just $99. Also check out the selection of the 25 different mattresses from Restonic and Spring Air at 20% off.
That's right, Tom. And how about our 100% leather recliners starting at just $5.99? Or buy an Eichler reclining sofa and love seat for just $13.48 and get the recliner for just $2.49.
Come on in for last-minute holiday deals at Roberts Furniture and Mattress Gallery in Town Square Shopping Center.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
55-45, the lead at 10 for the Black Knights as we welcome you back out of the break. Just under 6 minutes to go in this deciding quarter of play. Myers with it right side. Gets it to Derry down low. Turnaround hook, this one falling out after the unfriendly bounce. Derry's first miss since that second quarter from the field. Driving here is Roger. He'll find Hickson. Three up and bouncing out. Into the hands of Derry as he takes Cooper Kelly to the ground. They call a jump ball. South Green fans wanted the foul on Derry because the jump ball will benefit Chucky Doak. They take over. 5:35 left to play. They lead it by 10. But with South Green, no lead is safe. A 10-point lead now could look much different in 2 minutes. Rush across the stripe. He'll feed it left to Treadway. Short corner jumper. This one short. He'll get his own miss. Go up and miss the second put back attempt. Fumbles forward on the ground. He'll end up coming away with it miraculously. Treadway with a nice night so far. He's got 12. Rush now driving. Late dish to Derry. This one too strong off the glass. But he'll have to go to the line. Earn the two the hard way. After Fillers comes in late from behind. That will make that Hickson they pop for the personal. His fourth. We saw last time these two teams squared off. We had 4 combined players fouling out between the two teams. Derry making the first from the stripe. 18 hard-earned points for the Checkadow big man so far. Hickson's going to exit the game. In comes Chandler Gamble. Derry at the line here to shoot a second. And he'll make it 4-4. At the foul line tonight is Christian Derry. Roderick takes it up court. Rush comes out to pick him up. Roderick takes it with his left. Up over Rush, but Rush sends it back. Roderick misses the second shot. Treadway now open in the front court is Luke Myers. He'll circle back. Just pull things out for Chucky Doak. Rush now with it. Taking some time off the clock. Smart play there by Myers and Treadway. Roger just barely missed that lay-in. And it'll be Bugner getting the steal here from the corner. He'll get it down low to Fillers. Fillers. 2 people collapsing on him. He'll miss this shot. Rush will take it up for Checkadow. 57-45. Checkadow leads by 12. 4:20 left to play here in our last quarter. He tries to get into Treadway, but it gets poked free by Buckner. Buckner and the Rebels with the advantage in the front court. Easy lay-in by Kelly. Missed, but Gamble going to be there to tip it in. Timeout called by Coach Hosey. Will step aside for a full minute. 4:07 left to play in this one. 10-point lead for the Knights. They lead at 57-47.
This is Connie Kilday, branch manager at Andrew Johnson Bank, your trusted banking partner for over 4 decades. Banking is more than just numbers and transactions to me. It's my passion. So if you're looking for a banking partner who truly cares about your financial well-being, look no further. Visit me at our main office in downtown Greenville. Andrew Johnson Bank, where helping friends is our business. ajbank.com, member FDIC.
You know, heating your home with propane gas will keep your home warmer even on those cold winter nights. And gas heat is more economical than electric. Serving the Southeast since 1966, Marsh Propane, right here in Greenville, has been among the top 50 propane retailers in the United States. They can install 120 to 1,000 gallon propane tanks above ground or underground. Marsh Propane, Baileyton Road. Stop in or call 639-7226 and speak to one of our professional local employees. Marsh Propane.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
Just about halfway through this deciding quarter of play. 10-point lead for Chuggadoke as we welcome you back out of the break. 57-47. Chuggadoke off to a slow start this quarter. 1 for 6 to start for the Knights. Cool start for the Rebels. They are 3 of 7 to start this fourth quarter. Both teams looking to make it up offensively. Rebels looking to get it going here. Kelly open in the front court. He'll lay this one in. Give him 17 on the night after the quick 2 for the Rebels. And just like that, it's a single-digit deficit once again. Treadway cutting through traffic. Something this South Greene team does so well is provide that half-court pressure and half-court trap you right as you cross the stripe. A little wrinkle in Chuggadoke's game plan this go-around is having just more guards to bring the ball up court. You saw last time they really only had Rush or Treadway just looked to bulldoze their way through those South Greene defenders the last time these two teams played. This time, though, they've got a couple of safety reserves they can dish it off to. Treadway goes down hard here, getting fouled in the process. This one going to go against Caden Fillers as he picks up his third personal. Team foul number 3. Isaiah Treadway heads to the line to shoot 2. They say he was in the act of shooting. And we'll make a little exchange down here for the Knights on the block. 57-49. Chuggadoke leads it by 8. 3.5 remaining. Things getting tight here in Lower Afton. First is a make from Treadway. First player to score not named Christian Derry for Chuggadoke. 4.5 minutes into this fourth quarter. And he'll make the second. Go 2 for 2. Make it a double-digit lead once again. Roderick now. Front court. He'll swing it left to Buckner. Down low looking for Gamble. That one gets poked free by Treadway. They'll whistle him for a foul. That's going to be the third against Isaiah Treadway. Team foul number 2 for Chuggadoke. Baseline inbound here for the Rebels. Looking for some points. Going to make this thing interesting late. Close the gap a little bit. They've stuck around quietly all game. Big block there by Treadway. Hickson gets it off and puts it in from a few feet out. Heads up play there by Hickson, not hanging his head after the missed field goal. Instead, getting that rebound off the miss and putting it up and in 4-2. 8-point lead now for Chuggadoke once again. Gamble going to get called for the foul here. Rightly so. Going to be the correct call. This one's going to be the second against Chandler Gamble. Team foul number 4 for South Greene, though, so something to take note. 3:05 left in our ball game. South Greene with no more fouls left to give. The next person will send a Black Knight to the free throw line. Something to keep an eye on. South Greene got to be wary of how they play defense from here on out. Contested look by Rush. He'll hand it off to... Oh, man. What a shot by Luke Myers. The definition of a floater in the lane, and he gets it to go. Heavily contested. Treadway, great defensive play on the other end. Knights 4-on-2 advantage. Treadway at the rim gets knocked out by Buckner. Another foul going against South Greene. This one going to be again against Gamble. His third, team foul number 5. The Knights will head to the foul line. Will be 2 shots. The Chuggadoke nursing a 10-point lead. We saw this in the girls' game. Similar predicament. South Greene getting fouled late. They hit their free throws. Chuggadoke, on the other hand, did not. Really similar to the last time these two teams played. Chuggadoke did not shoot the ball well from the free throw line. Where South Greene did, they hit the shots when they needed to. Missed a couple late in that fourth quarter to make things interesting, but Chuggadoke wasn't able to convert them into points. As Luke Myers misses that one from the foul line there. Two and a half remaining in this one. He'll make the second, though. Give Myers 9 points on the night. Roderick takes it up court. He'll swing it right side to Hickson in the corner. On the elbow, here's Hickson. He'll get it down low to Gamble. Guarded by Treadway. Foul called against Treadway. 2 shots will follow for Gamble. This one going to be number 5 against Treadway, so that's going to be it for Isaiah Treadway here tonight. He's going to exit. He's played a heck of a ball game so far. 14 points for Isaiah Treadway. No, make that 4 fouls. I thought they were signaling him for 5. Thought they were saying he had to go out, but looks like he will get to stay in. Just 4 for Isaiah Treadway. An 11-point lead for the Knights. 2:25 remaining. Again, we pause to wipe up a wet spot underneath the Rebel basket. Chandler Gamble at the free throw line to shoot 2. Gamble's 2 of 5 on the night from the foul line. And he'll make this one in a big spot for the Rebels. Gamble with 11 here tonight off the bench for South Green. Second one on its way. This one going to fall as well. Giving him 12 on the night thus far. Mervin, Treadway, and Rush looking to walk it up for the Knights. Breaking this 3/4 court pressure by the Rebels. They get it across into Myers' hands. Down low to Derry, and he'll put up the baby hook. Fouled by Buckner. And Derry will head to the line to shoot 2. Make that his 3rd personal. South Green just unable to avoid getting those fouls called down low, where every single one of them has been here in these last couple minutes as Derry misses the first from the strike. Nick Palazzo will re-enter. Checking out Isaiah Treadway, just picked up his 4th personal. Derry to shoot a second. Missing this one off the front of the rim. Potential for an offensive rebound. Gamble will take it up court. Over to Roderick. Jumper, 10 feet out, won't go. Derry gets the rebound. Off the Roderick miss. Mervin up to Rush. Alone in the front court is Myers. He'll back it out. Under 2 to play. 9-point lead for the Black Knights. Rush crosses over, finds Myers, left side. On that wing. Back out to Rush. Check it out, looking to kill some clock on this possession. Rush picks up his dribble, looking for some help. He'll find Palazzo. Back to Myers, just inside half court. They float it down to Derry. Palazzo floater, rims out to the right, no good. And it will result in points on the other end for Chandler Gamble. With 1:24 left, 30-second timeout will be taken by South Green. We'll keep it right here, though. Just under 90 seconds of play. Again, walk you through some action that's already happened here today. See if we can find a couple of scores for those boys games around the area. Again, it was Greenville knocking off Granger 73-50. They win their 5th straight conference title behind 25 points, 10 rebounds from Trey Thompson. Earlier, it was Greenville girls knocking off Granger 84-47. Greenville clinching the share of the conference title on that one. Jordan Swatzel with a career night. On the other end of the county, West Green boys falling to Hampton 42-67. North Green defeating Cloudland 71-35 in a big game for them. North Green's got South Green next week. I'm sure a few of those eyes are on this game over here. And we'll return to our game at hand. Rush and Mervin in the backcourt for the Knights. 1:15 left to play. Myers on the right wing. He tries to get down low to Derry. Treadway saves it, though. Poked free by Roderick on that one. Nearly a catastrophe for the Knights. Buckner gives chase on Isaiah. Poked out from behind by Buckner. Foul called on the low post. This one likely going against Woody Hickson. And that will be the 5th for Woody Hickson. He'll have to exit the game after fouling out. Woody Hickson with 8 points here tonight. I know it might not seem like a lot, but Hickson's come up in a big spot for his team on multiple occasions here this evening. Senior leader for this Rebel bunch. Will Arwood will have to come onto the floor for the Rebels. Luke Myers at the foul line to shoot 2. He's 1 of 2 on the night so far. Missing the first is Myers. Jake here would put him into double figures. Give Chuckadoke an 8-point lead. 1:03 left on the clock here. 3-possession game on hand. Myers is second on its way. This one rimming out as well. That could make things interesting. Buckner in the front court, left side. He'll go behind the back. Give it off to Gamble. Gamble top of the key. He'll pull from 3. This one bouncing up. And hitting that suspending bar of the goal, and will be out of bounds off the Gamble miss. 62-55, 52 seconds left. 7-point lead for the Black Knights. Just under a minute left to go. Late substitution trying to be made by both coaches. Mervin and Arwood coming out. Sam Riddle checking in for Chuckadoke. Caden Fillers coming in late for the Rebels. Treadway to inbound, 94 feet to the Chuckadoke basket. Treadway cutting through traffic, nearly loses it, bounces it off a Gamble. Heads up play by Treadway. The Chuckadoke student section loving it from Isaiah Treadway. What a play by the senior. 45 seconds remain in this one. 7 seconds. That could prove to be crucial for the Black Knights. Rush driving here, dishing off to Treadway just inside half court. Gamble reaches in late, gonna get whistled for the foul. See if that is gonna go against Gamble. It will. That will be his 4th. Again, Knights at the foul line, shooting the bonus foul shots. Treadway to shoot 2. First one missing. Knights not making these free throws down the stretch. They're 0 for their last 5 foul shots. Rush comes out. Mervin comes back in. 37 seconds left to go. Treadway to shoot a second. And another miss at the line for the Knights. Treadway ends up getting it back, but he'll get called for the double dribble. 3 seconds come off the clock. Now 34 seconds remain. Still a 7-point lead for Chuckadoke. Unable to create some space down the stretch because they haven't been able to knock down their free throws. Roderick now off the inbound. He'll hand it off to Kelly. Kelly driving in the lane. Lay it up. The scoop shot won't fall. This gets tipped out. Kelly gets it underneath the fader. Won't go either. Myers knocked down. Fillers knocked down. Mervin goes over to pumped up the Chuckadoke crowd. Gary follows suit. 62-55, 20 seconds. We'll head the other way for a pair of foul shots. Seems like we followed the same sequence for the last 4 minutes. Back and forth to the free throw line for both teams. Chuckadoke able to do just enough to hold on to that one. If they do come away with a win, they're over their last 6 free throws. And make it over their last 7 after Luke Myers misses that one. Myers 1 for 5 on his night at the line. Coach Broyles will take a timeout. This being a full, we'll step aside for 30. Return then. 20 seconds left in this one. 62-55. Chuckadoke leading South Green.
Attention Greenville residents, exciting news is rolling into town at lightning speeds. The Greenville Energy Authority is proud to announce the launch of our high-speed broadband internet service to Greenville. We've been hard at work installing cutting-edge fiber optic cables to bring you lightning-fast internet experiences. Residents within the Greenville city limits already enjoy the benefits of the state-of-the-art broadband network. Trust us to bring you high-speed broadband that you deserve. Greenville Energy Authority, making the connection. Visit mygea.net or call 636-6200.
Greene County basketball is on the air. And now, Matthew Palazzo.
20 seconds remaining in this one. It's been a back and forth affair. Chuckadoke controlling most of this second half. They lead it by 7 now, 62-55. They've led by as many as 13. Their lead has dwindled as of late. They haven't been able to hit free throws. South Green hits theirs, make a couple shots, but Chuggadoke able to just stave away this late comeback attempt by the Rebels by some timely shots and some big-time plays by some big-time players. Isaiah Treadway, Christian Derry, Luke Myers, all with big games here tonight. Taking a look over at District 2 play, Alcoa getting the win over Gatlinburg-Pittman, 81-61, just the fourth loss for Pittman on the year. Another top team in the state in danger of falling here. Myers misses another free throw. In front court are the Rebels. Off of Charlie Lane's hands. Off the pass by Gamble. 15 seconds left. 62-55. Inbound. Goes all the way down low to Treadway and gets knocked out by Gamble. 11.7 on the clock. Kelly to inbound. He'll get it to Roderick. Fouled by Treadway. One thing you don't want to do if you're Chuggadoke in this situation is to foul. That will be the 5th against Isaiah Treadway, though. He'll exit with 12 points to his name, or make that 14 points to his name here tonight. Isaiah Treadway with some big plays down the stretch for Chuggadoke. Big part of their 7-point lead currently. 10 seconds now. Roderick over to Kelly. Kelly shot. 5 seconds left to go. He's going to hit that three. Might be too little too late for the Rebels. Timeout called and given to Coach Hosey. It'll be 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here. 3.3 seconds on the clock. It's a 4-point game, 62-58. And you'd think that all Chuggadoke would have to do is inbound the ball, and either you get fouled or you just get it, away from South Green and you dribble off 3 seconds of clock. It can't be that difficult. But you got to imagine they'll put Buckner on the inbound man, make it a little bit more difficult to see over him. See how this one is going to turn out. Buckner actually out of the game for the Rebels. Harwood in his place alongside Gamble. So Gamble going to be covering the inbound man. 3.3 on the clock. 4-point game. Chuggadoke leading 62-58. Myers to inbound. And now it'll be Coach Broyles taking a 30-second timeout. I mean, got to make sure getting everything filed away. Don't want anything catastrophic to happen. Taking a look at what's next for these two teams. For South Green, they'll be in action next at North Green on Tuesday, February 6th. They'll return home next Friday against Crockett, February 9th. And for Chuggadoke, their schedule's a little bit jumbled up. How I understand it, they play Cherokee at home tomorrow, and they got Cosby next Thursday, February 8th for senior night. They also play Hampton sometime in the next couple days. Lazo inbounds it, gets it to Derry. No fouls. And that will be it. Electric finish to an electric game. The Black Knights get redemption. They even the Stevens series at 1 apiece with their county rivals. Sure to see them again in the postseason, but that's going to be it for this regular season showdown. The Black Knights take the second. Final 62-58. Black Knights hold on to win late by 4. Post-game analysis and stats on your way after this, as you've been listening to Greene County Basketball on the 103.1 WIKQ.
Now that the game is over, stay tuned for coach and player reaction, game statistics, analysis, scores, previews, and more on the Gary's Paint and Body post-game show, presented by Gateway Ford Nissan.
Drew here, owner-operator of Gary's Paint and Body Shop. If you're wondering why to